Hello, welcome to the Give Me a Hull podcast. It's just Sam at the moment. Our glorious leader Dom will be joining us in a little while, but for now, it's just me. So, who have we got in? Obviously, tonight we'll be covering Smackdown. It's not the go home show, it's the go home show before the go home show, as far as Smackdown is concerned. So, we have some stuff going on. Let's hope they build a little bit more to Mania, which of course is rapidly approaching, and me and the boys will be there. So for the next few podcasts, we'll let you know when we will be taken over by the Wrestle Story. They will be invading like WCW did to WWF. They give me a hell yeah podcast, and they will be taking over it very kindly for us while we're not here. So. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Who have we got in? Wow, we've got some people, quite a few people already. Hello. I keep saying hello, don't I? Because I'm a little bit. You've caught me unawares. I've come on a little bit early because we're going to do a little bit of a breakdown of the card. So let's have a little look. You would have thought I'd done this before going live, but let's have a little look as what's coming up on SmackDown tonight. Here we go. Because they really need to move really before Mania, don't they? So what matches have we got? Now it's been reported we're not going to see Uncle Howdy and we're not going to see Bray Wyatt tonight. So Dom won't be very happy about it, but I'm fairly sure now, I don't know anything extra, but I'm fairly sure Bray Wyatt's not going to be at Mania unless something, so a miracle happens between now and next week's SmackDown, which is the day before Mania. So it's worrying me. So let's just say a couple hello to some of the people who got into. Hello, CCC, cool name. Hong, nice to see you. Huang, nice to see you. Sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. I will get there. James Winston, hello, mate. Thanks for joining us. Ollie Map, hello. Thanks for joining us. Who else have we got in? Wow. Okay. Bethany, hello. Thank you for joining us. I like your Snapchat thing. And who else have we got? Have we got Mark? Are you in, mate? I spotted you at the start. Here he is. Mark LFC, one of our Hullamaniac members. Becky James will address her world title as well tonight. So Manchester's Grace is off due to injury with Nikki. I know, God, loads of people are out with injury at the moment. That Impact versus New Japan show has been a bit decimated, hasn't it? It's Ospreay. Now, Josh Alexander, having to relinquish his title, which is heartbreaking. So what's going on, Mark? Does Mickey need to relinquish hers? Do let us know. I hope not. I hope it's not. Hope it's nothing serious, Who else have we got? Airwolf, cool name. Oh, whoa! I've just realised. Okay. Let's not have any of that. I've just literally put that on screen before I realised what it was. Airwolf, mate. Any more of that, and I'm after ban you, or at least put you in a timeout like a naughty toddler. And I don't want to do that. I'd rather you just stuck around and everybody played nice, really. Unless you two know each other and you're just abusing each other because you're friends, like Tom and Ant do. Then, if that's the case, crack on. Andy Spores, evening, mate. Hello, pal. Yeah, you're welcome to join me if you want, Andy. If you're staying up, just let me know. And it's becoming a thing. So so let me know if you're up for it. I don't know if you want to get some sleep, but I'm here if you want us. If you want to jump in with me and Dom will be on in a bit. I'm coming in early because we're going to do a little bit of a rundown of the card. But I'm not going to lie, I can't find it. So we'll just have to wait and see. Or when Dom comes on, we'll see if he wants to do it. So there we go. The idea is, flipping it, Huang, I'm not going to put that on screen, but that term means it means a man's private parts. Huang. It's just it's a rude way of insulting somebody in England. So and if there's any more of it, whoever's doing it will be banned. So there we go. Again, unless it's just bans. But we don't want anyone being mean to each other on this podcast. This is a podcast for nice people saying nice things. We're here to talk about men in underpants throwing each other around on a mat, for God's sake. So, do you know what I mean? Take that stuff elsewhere. If I'm not allowed to swear and call people names, nobody is. There we go. Sorry, Mark. I'm with you now, mate. Hey, here he is. Right, Andy Spores is jumping on, so let me just send him the link. Give me a moment. That ping was my WhatsApp. Andy, hope I'm sending you the right link, mate. Tell me if that's the right one. Come on, me folks, just bringing Andy in. There we go. Right. Let me know if that doesn't work, Andy. Kwang saying, please don't call James that word anymore. I'd also appreciate it, Kwang, if you didn't type it out. Oh, they're not stopping, are they? Right, okay. James Winston, you've got your tit for tat in there, mate. So all good. Or I'm gonna take Mark up on his suggestion. But in truth, I'd rather just have you all. I'd rather just have you all here as an audience because it's good for my views. So, but yeah, no more fighting. You know, put your handbags away, lads, and let's all be nice. How about that? Yeah. Or am I do what Mark said? Ollie, don't worry, mate. I got him. The good thing about the ban button is I have all the power. It's excellent. I'm like some kind of crap tyrant. And it's all gone to my head. Like when Dom turns heel when he becomes Diva Dom. Yeah, don't worry about them, Huang. Don't worry about them. We've seen a lot worse than that on this podcast, that's for damn sure. So, sorry, Mark, what were you saying? So, can we not call each other that? Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, Andy's in the back end, said the actress to the bishop. Here he comes. And he's giggling at my rude joke. See, I'm the only one who's allowed to make rude jokes here. Me. Yeah. Oh, shots fired by Mark. If I want to see two random people fighting, I'll stick on AEW. Oh, shots fired. Like we are on a Smackdown stream. So I'm going to allow it. I'm going to allow it then, Mark. Because I like it. If Ant was here, he'd be furious. But he's not here, is he? This is my show. Man and Dom's and Andy's. I love how there's become like three of us. It's pretty cool. And last week there was four of us. It was wicked. Ganged up at everyone. And Sunky 3.0 says, yo to you, mate. And is that like a robot Sonic you've got there as your icon? That's pretty awesome. No one's fighting anymore, mate. No one's fighting anymore. Airwolf, chill out, mate. You're making me drink. Oh, that's good beer. Anyway, so Andy, let me know when you're ready to come in, mate. It's all good. Feel free. Although you're doing your thing. I won't make any more jokes about the back end. Ant and Dom have made them all too many times anyway. No one on WWE. Rip off Sonic. It looks like, oh, fair enough. It looks like Sonic to me. He's got the right shoes. Just got weird little red eyes, doesn't he? That's all good. I love Sonic. He was my first ever video game back in the early 90s. Oh, I've got a private chat. Who could it be? Ready when you are. Oh, I'll add you then. Hi, Andy. Could you not add, mate? Could you not add yourself?
No.
Oh, fair enough. I've just been boasting about having absolute power, so it must be true. There you go, absolute power.
Absolute power, and the chat's gone to all hell.
Yeah, well, no, they're playing nice now. I told them they're making me drink, and they feel bad. Right, hi Michael, nice to see you, Mox buddy. I'm gonna have to call you that because Sassy's not here to say it, and I got a nice message from Sassy earlier today after I messaged her, sending me and Jess sending our love to her, hoping her gets a speedy recovery, and I'll put my teeth back in. Hang on. There we go. Right. Winston versus Airwolf. We're at it last night. Is there some sexual tension between Winston and Airwolf? And I've never even heard of Winston and Airwolf before, but you come in on the stream and getting all sexy. So what stream was that on, CCC? Please let me know, because we're doing so many these days. I can't keep track. So do let me know. Andy, how are you? I was meant to be doing a rundown of the card, but I couldn't find the card, so I just abandoned that, and I thought, So there we go.
I'm good. I just got in from watching the Shazam 2.
Fury good?
Gods. It was all right.
Yeah? Oh, okay.
One of those ones where you can just kind of go watch it and like just switch off your brain for a good couple of hours. You know, a bit of dumb fun sort of thing. But yeah, I switched on YouTube and then I thought, the lads will be starting up soon. And then when I saw you were there on your lonesome, I thought I'd at least give you a little bit of company to.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's all right. Dom's obviously had a super busy day. Yeah, I think he's wrapping up a lot of the business stuff before we all wind down for our inevitable trip next week, which should be good. Pardon me. When does the show start? In 2 minutes, I believe, Ollie. On BT Sport in the UK. It was last night on the GM stream. Oh, it was an Ant stream, was it? Oh, I see. I'm behind on a couple of Ants, so I need to catch up. So Naomi has also confirmed her exit from WWE. Yeah, apparently so. On like Instagram or something. Like, that's a bit of a shame, considering her husband is in like one of the biggest programs he's ever been in. It's a bit. I know it's not all about him, but that's such a shame. Naomi, I think, is absolutely incredible. I think she's made some silly mistakes in her personal life with driving and when she shouldn't have been, and etc. But she's a superb performer, and everybody gets one, don't they? So, in terms of silly mistake, I don't mean do that silly mistake. Flipping heck. Looks like I'm saying everybody gets one chance to get a DUI. No. Don't do that. Just don't do it. No problem with driving. No problem with drinking. Don't do them together.
So card-wise, by the way, mate, I'm pretty sure one of the matches that's been announced was Cody versus Ludwig Kaiser. Is that his name, Ludwig Kaiser?
Yes, that's correct. Yes,
or is he just Ludwig now? I can't keep up with when they change.
No, I think he's got a surname. I think like Triple H doesn't mind them having two names each, does he? Where it was Vince, they were only allowed a forename or a surname, weren't they? Ludwig Kaiser. Could you have a more stereotypical German name? It's like what's the two German names name and a surname we know, and they've come up with that. Like, thank God they're not making him go 9 anymore in the ring. It's like, hang on, what German words do we know? Right, we know 9 means no. Right, let's get him to say that for no reason at all. He said, dude, it's just classic WWE cultural insensitivity, and you know what they're like.
Yeah, he is brilliant on the mic, by the way, Ludwig Kaiser.
Yes.
When he did the intro at Clash at the Castle,
yeah,
so much kind of like into it. Like, I do like him as like a sort of mouthpiece for Gunther. I have heard rumors. I don't know if it's true that we might be getting Gunther versus Pete Dunne or Pete Butch, whatever he's going. I think his name's changing, transitioning.
Yes,
what it was. But there are rumors that we're going to get a Gunther versus Pete Dunne match. So
I'm down for that.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Or a contract signing, probably.
Contract signings. God, they're so flipping played out, aren't they? But I still enjoy them. I always enjoy them, and we always know how they're going to end. So Sunky 3.0 is saying, so first WWE, then TNA, then Impact, then AW. What's next, WEW? I hope so. More the merrier. But to be fair to TNA Impact, they still exist and they're doing all right. In fact, I was interviewing Eddie Edwards only the other day for WrestleSphere, and that article has just gone live on WrestleSphere.com. So go and have a look. Or is it .co.uk? I really ought to know that, shouldn't I? But anyway, let me just say again.
So at least he's not injured.
No, yeah, good. Thank God. He teased as well when I talked to him, Andy. He was teasing Impact's return to the UK. So I was like, tell me more. And he was like, I hear rumblings. I was like, can you describe these rumblings? But no, that's all he'd give me. But that's good. But it makes sense, doesn't it? Because obviously AEW are coming, WWE are coming back after a super successful Cardiff show. It makes sense for, if Ring of Honor are now under Tony Khan's banner, Impact to number 3. It makes sense for Impact to come over. And I don't mean any disrespect for Impact when I refer to them as number 3, but, WWE and AEW are considerably larger, but I'm not. I think Impact are superb and are getting better month on month at the moment. So I'm as an Impact fan, I'm super excited by that. I can't wait for them to come back. Right, I'm just gonna get me stream up because I jumped on earlier than I thought. So let me just get that up. So BT Sport.
It has started, and all we're seeing is a package of the last kind of Raw and SmackDown of KO and Sammy.
That's why I'm not rushing, because I knew
it's not started properly. So we're still in recap mode at the moment. So yeah, we're all good.
Nice. There we go. SmackDown. There we go. Log in. This is my father-in-law's BT Sport account, because I don't watch any sport apart from wrestling, which isn't the real sport. So he has the subscription, and I just leech off it. But he gets my Disney Plus. Fair trade.
That's not a bad trade, to be fair.
Every now and then, though, I notice he's like watching the rugby or something on there, and I think, oh, there we go. That's cool. At least he's using it. He must get sick of all my wrestling stuff on there.
I don't know. BT Sport seems to be the only one who doesn't really kind of work off an algorithm. Like,
oh, really?
A lot of people kind of like begin to be a bit more like, we notice you watch this, so they'll kind of suggest whatever. But I've been watching wrestling and football, and it keeps offering me like MotoGP or rugby union. And I don't have anything against them, but it's not ones that I watch. So
yeah, I get you. It constantly offers me, do you want a reminder on this football match between these red guys and these blue guys? And I'm like, nah, I'm all right, mate. I'm good. That's not my scene. I'd rather watch these guys in their pants, covered in baby oil, smack each other around. But that's just me.
Friday night.
And right, so Michael, sorry it took me a while to get to that, mate. Tomorrow's my 21st birthday. So you're able to get out to have a beer then, aren't you, Michael, where you are?
So hold on, Michael's in America, right? So is it technically his birthday in this country? So happy birthday to Michael.
Oh yeah, Michael, according to UK rules, mate, you're 21 now, so have yourself a beer. So there you go. But because Michael only found out a few weeks ago that the illegal drinking age is 18 in the UK, and he was like, "What? That's unfair."
We're bored by 21 of yeah. We're moving on to harder stuff by then.
Yeah. Oh, mate. Yeah. By then, it's especially journalists. Where it's almost an occupational requirement for us, isn't it? But anyway. So Pete Dunne, Mark is saying Pete Dunne's name will return in the future, and yeah, I've heard that too. See, I don't mind them keeping Butch as a moniker, as a nickname. It's okay with that, but let's bring back the bruiserweight gimmick. The guy who puts belts in his mouth, and not this budget Peaky Blinder we've got for the past 6 months or whatever it is. And what else have we got here? Carrie saying she's a free agent, and I hear she wants to work in America. But she hasn't name dropped anybody because she hasn't. You would have thought she could just go back to WWE or at least put the feelers out. So is that her saying I want to come to AEW? Is that what that is? That is what she's saying. That's what it sounds like to me. Sonky 3.0 is saying two faves on SmackDown, LA Knight and Bray Wyatt. They're two of my faves. They're certainly Dom's faves as well. But it looks like something's going on with Bray Wyatt. It looks like the dude isn't very well. So I don't know. I'd be disappointed, Andy, if he's not at Mania. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know if it's all a bit of a kind of that. Maybe they looked at the kind of reaction, the tepid reaction people were giving towards Bobby and Bray, and thought, how could we change the narrative a little bit? And maybe because Bobby keeps putting on his social medias that he will be at WrestleMania and he'll be ready to go, sort of thing. So I just wonder if when he's waiting for someone to come out, maybe Bray just comes out anyway.
That'd be ace. I'd love that.
Like I wouldn't be surprised, but yeah, it is a shame because, I think it's been well documented that he has mental health issues,
Yeah.
which I wouldn't wish on anyone. So I hope if it is legitimate and it's not a work or anything like that, then I really do hope that he wish him the best, speedy recovery, and he gets the help that he needs to get back to a good place. But I would love to see him at WrestleMania, but the same goes for LA Knight. LA Knight's not got a match yet. Looks like hopefully he'll get something, but even if it's just a promo battle with someone, I would take that. He has to be.
Yeah, me too. Sorry, that was my YouTube popping up because I'm just doing the vote for Hassan. No, I agree. Like, it's because Hassan, I'll do that vote in a moment, mate. I'm on it for you. I'm just loading it up. Because you're right. The reaction hasn't been great to that, and it's like I think both guys are great, but it just came out of nowhere. I don't understand why Bray is challenging those two guys. Like, it was Brock and Bray. Brock and Lashley. I don't understand why he made that challenge. It just seemed a bit shoehorned in for Mania, because they changed direction with Bray, didn't they? I think in response to people going, "Oh, when's he going to wrestle?" They went, "Right, we got to make him wrestle," and in doing so, and not trusting the story they were telling, they've actually made it worse. That's what how I perceive it anyway. But now I feel like it's lost in the weeds a little bit, and I really hope they pull it out. Really, for anyone. So, like, I'm a Bray Wyatt fan, and even I'm a little bit like, with all this now. So, if not for me, do it for Dom Bray in WWE. But yeah, if he's having physical or mental health issues, then of course that his health always should take priority over essentially what is a very silly form of sport and arts that we all appreciate.
And then just get yourself out there for a squash match.
Oh dear God, controversial and very topical. I can tell you've been reading the dirt sheets this week, or following Twitter more likely. And
Twitter or Instagram,
Insta,
inescapable. For anyone who's kind of not watching, but is wanting to comment on the action, we are already in a commercial break.
Yes.
The match started between Cody and Ludwig, and all that really happened was Paul Heyman came out onto the stage to observe, and then it cut pretty much straight away to a commercial break.
Sure did. Right, just going to log into the Gimme a Holy Air account and do this for Hassan. Sorry, Hassan, it's just I jumped on earlier than I thought tonight, so I'm not as prepared as I usually am. Normally I'm meticulous, but not tonight.
While you're doing that, I would love to hear from people any comments on NXT Stand and Deliver.
Yes,
happening a week tomorrow. A very nice time for UK audience. I believe it'll actually be 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. So you can watch Stand and Deliver while having your dinner. Or tea, depending on where you are in the country. But yeah, I'd love to hear your comments on it, especially yours, Sam, because I think they've done I was just writing a kind of preview of it today that will go live next week. Just going through it, I'm really excited. I think they've put together a hell of a card.
Yeah, there's some stuff I'm super excited. Have you got the card up? And we'll go through it in a moment. I've just done the vote for Hassan. So it's up now, Hassan, and everybody else who wants to vote as well. But yeah, so there's a few things I'm excited by. Like this Chase U stuff does nothing for me at all. I hope Chase U burns to the ground with all the ugly sweaters and jerseys along with them. I'd quite like the wrestlers to come out unscathed and go and do something else. But I'm not feeling that like in the slightest. But the main event, all over, Johnny Gargano versus what's he called? Gobby Aussie.
Grayson Waller.
Sorry, I'm tired. I think they're both superb. I can't wait for that. I love the idea of the ladder match for the women and the 5-way for the North American title. Like there's loads of good stuff on there. I'm really excited about it. And did you know, folks, Andy has got a ticket and I've got a ticket, and Jack as well, of course. But Jack sat where he sat because he booked it separately. Same with me. But Andy's booked his, and just out of complete randomness, happens to be on the stand next to me. So we will be within spitting distance to each other. Not that we're going to be doing that, but who knows? We might throw
People in
things at some
between
point.
wouldn't be happy, would they?
Well, it depends how good of a shot we are.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, so that'd be cool. So
that
that'd be nice.
5-way match, by the way. I'm going to say it now that could potentially steal the entire weekend, because the talent they've already announced, there's still one more to come, but having like Dragunov, JD McDonough, Dragon Lee's debut, Wesley himself is unbelievable. And then I would assume there'll be like a bigger guy thrown in. They seem to tease that in the backstage area, but whoever they add, it's I don't really care at this stage, because they've already got 4 absolute live wires in there.
Who would you like it to be? Because they teased Axiom, didn't they, on NXT? They teased it was going to be him. But I'm not really feeling the Axiom gimmick. I don't know. I think he's like, A-Kid is a super talented dude. Like, there's just no getting away from that. I think they've given him that gimmick to try and jazz him up. But I don't know if that just another luchador superhero gimmick who also happens to be super smart. It doesn't track. I'm not feeling it. But I think he's phenomenal. So if it is him, then they get in the match.
What's the guy, Reggie, that used to be with Carmella?
Oh, yeah.
His new one where he's got the mask, he seemed to hint that he's trying to take out someone, and he went straight for Axiom in that kind of like melee. So I presume that he's going to eliminate him or each other in the battle.
Yeah, I think you're right. So I think Scripts he's called, isn't he? Again, he's super talented guy, but I think he's green as grass when it comes to professional wrestling. Like, obviously, he's an acrobat before he was a wrestler, and there's potential there, 100% potential. But I think he needs a little bit more time, just honing his craft. But NXT, that's what that's for. So that's the right place for him. And so Michael is saying, are you guys going to the Hall of Fame? We certainly are, because what's going on, Michael, is SmackDown and the Hall of Fame are joint. They're together this time round. So if you go to SmackDown, you're going to the Hall of Fame, basically. I think they're sticking on an extra hour. That extra hour is going to be the Hall of Fame stuff. But the Hall of Fame usually goes on for a few hours. So it might be a long-ass night for us. But if it is, fair enough. That's what we're there for. Michael saying, I want the return of Noam Dar. Yeah, Jack and I were tweeting about that from the Give Me a Holier account yesterday, because we were discussing that, and we thought, let's do a nice tweet about it and try and convince WWE. But I'm confident, Michael, that when NXT EU arrives, Noam Dar will be part of it, because they know he's money. They know he's good. There probably isn't a place for him in NXT US at the moment, but I'm confident in EU they'll get him in there. At least I sincerely hope so.
Now, though, apparently NXT Europe shelved.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I heard it was coming for December, or is what they were saying.
When we were speaking to the PR team, they said, like, hand on heart, hadn't heard anything at all. And the last thing that they'd heard was they were just giving it a little bit of time to see what they were actually going to do with it, because apparently Triple H is still very hot on trying to get NXT Japan going as well.
Yeah.
So they've received zero information about when NXT Europe is coming, or what the logistics are going to be. So don't get your hopes up yet. But we'll come back at some point.
Well, Shawn Michaels said he hopes by the end of 2023, which that pleased me in a way that it sounds like they're still doing it, but it does make it sound like it's on the back burner or not a priority. Because before Triple H got ill, we were getting that. There were rumblings of NXT Mexico and NXT Oceania somewhere, and then there was the suggestion
Dubai.
that. Yeah, and then or was it India or Dubai or India? Yeah. And then there was a mention of NXT Evolve, because they bought Evolve from WWN with the express intent of turning that into a touring form of NXT that could basically do Evolve's touring schedule, but with indie wrestlers from all over the country to scout them. That was the whole point. It was Gabe Sapolsky's baby. That was what they were planning on doing. But yeah, and that got shelved by the triumvirate of Nick Khan, Vince McMahon, and Bruce Pritchard as well. So, me as a fan, I want all those things to come back. I want NXT to be this fleet almost with, I wrote an article all about this actually, with NXT being like a flagship, Man of War, and all the others being within the Navy. I don't think I ever published it, so I might have to dust that off, edit it, and get that published. It's an article just full of naval analogies. It was almost a challenge to see how many I could get in, and I did all right. But yeah, so Nomar is saying should be a really good show. Bet Dom butts in Rey's induction a bit like on Donkey Kong. I know what you mean.
Oh, Donkey
Kong.
Yeah,
and we see another commercial break, for God's sake.
I like how they're kind of just slowly getting people from the bloodline out and then just going to a break each time. So Solo Sikoya's come out. Ludwig went low on Cody's knee, so he's holding onto his knee quite a lot at the moment, Cody, which isn't good. A week and a bit away from a week and 2 days away from his biggest match of his career.
Yeah, I'm surprised they've actually let him wrestle. Truth be told, I thought they might just keep saying that they've got to generate a bit of heat, don't they? So, and that's a good way of doing it. Give him wins, give him some momentum, do all of that. But yeah, I hope it's kayfabe, because it might be. He's a smart enough guy to know how to do that. So,
yeah, I don't think they'll be taking. So these are the problem with these kind of like last couple of shows before WrestleMania is no one wants to get an injury going in, and you've got to put the guys in that you trust aren't gonna, do anything stupid as well. So Ludwig's this is quite a big thing for someone like him, and I know LA Knight had a match with Cody as well. So that they're putting people that they trust, or Cody can trust in with him. So I think it's a little bit weird that there's no kind of like rhyme or reason behind who it is that he's picking. He's just saying, I want a couple of tune-up matches or whatever, then so be it. But there's no real reason why he's doing this in terms of who it is he's wrestling against. But as you say, it's probably better than having contract sign-ins or face-offs or weigh-ins or whatever they're doing with Brock and Omos. So
yeah, they're doing the old school stuff there, aren't they? I'm a little bit hotter on that than I was. I don't know if it's WWE's hype packages or because it is going to be a spectacle. Like it is going to be. It's only going to be 3 minutes long. I've made my peace with that, but it's it'll be worth seeing. It'll be worth seeing in person. I'm a bit disappointed that we're not getting a proper blow-off match between Lashley and Lesnar, because we've never had a proper match between them two. It's always had a little screwy finish after 2 minutes. We've always been screwed out of an actual match between those two guys, if you think about it. So I'm a bit annoyed about that, but I don't know if Brock can't be bothered anymore. I don't know if that's what it is, because it's Lashley's not the problem there, but I don't know if Omos can quite go in the way a good Brock Lesnar match needs somebody to go, because a good Brock Lesnar match is often when there's a smaller person dancing around him, attacking his limbs. The ones that scream out to me are Daniel Bryan, Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and Seth Rollins. Those four guys had put on absolute magic with Lesnar. So much so I watch those matches frequently just to be reminded of how good he can be when he tries.
Yeah, that one of the matches I did really enjoy with Brock was that random. The title was awful, but was it Great Balls of Fire where they had he had a match against Samoa Joe, but then he had a match where there was about 4 or 5 bigger guys in it, like Braun Strowman was in it, and I think Joe was in it as well, and there was a couple of others. I can't remember who they were.
Roman Reigns was in it. Bray Wyatt, I think. I could be wrong, am I thinking of a different match? Is that the one he got hurt halfway through and left, and then came back out angry later? Yeah. It's good that it was good, that one.
Yeah. So I think you hit the nail on the head, though. It's definitely when Brock's bothered, he can put on, a clinic. But I don't know. I don't think Omos is going to be it. He's definitely he's still green, and I get what they're trying to do. And I think was it Undertaker who was putting him over as well, saying like he's got all the makings of being a star, but he just needs to carry on going.
The thing is with like Taker though, right? And he's just a shade below 7 foot tall. So he's a giant in his own right. But the things with Undertaker is he could move like a cat. That's why he's such a like. Look at Braun Strowman. Again, he's a great spectacle. There's a place for him in WWE, and there always will be, as far as I'm concerned. And I enjoy watching him. But he's never going to be the guy who gives you the technical masterclass or the high velocity match like Lesnar can do or Lashley can do. And Taker could do that. Taker could bounce around the ring like a cruiserweight. That's why he's Undertaker and why he's so good, because he's a giant who can go. That. I don't think Omos is that guy. I think he's another Braun Strowman, which is why the Strowman versus Omos was such a Saudi Arabia match. It was such a two 7 foot tall dudes knocking each other with their forearms for 3 minutes. But I wanted to see it. But yeah, like that's what annoys me about Lesnar. He's capable. Like SummerSlam match against Roman Reigns, that was amazing. And the match he had last year at WrestleMania with Roman Reigns, it was great. But I don't know. I'm an optimist, so I'm going to stay optimistic. Dom's here. He's just fiddling around in the back end, and I don't mean that as a dirty joke. He is there, and Cody is victorious. There's a WrestleMania sign. Cody looking absolutely shredded.
Looks like we're getting Heyman and Solo on Heyman on the mic. Solo won't say anything, but
yeah, I love how Solo doesn't even blink; he just glowers. He's great. But he got embarrassed last week, didn't he, by Cody? We might need you, Andy, if you can, mate, just to turn yours down a little bit, just in case YouTube get funny with us.
Copyright.
Yeah, it's because if I can hear it, they can hear it. It is the general rule, and Facebook turned off our Give Me a Holy Air account for a few days last week, and we got it back.
Got it back now, yeah.
Yeah, we got it back, but we were saying to them, look, like we actually haven't done that. We haven't copyrighted anything, and they were like, oh yeah. Sorry, and they gave it us back. So there you go. Hi, Taylor. Nice to see you, mate. Guess who's got 2 weeks off work? This guy. Taylor and I both work for Deserto. So he's nice to see him. I think one of our editors, aren't you, Taylor? One of our video editors, which we need because we do a lot of video content. I know I never do, but the other dudes do. Oh, and Michael, if you're about, and you are, saying awesome match. If you have a little look at Deserter.com, all my Resident Evil 4 guides went live today. That's what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks, pretty much. But there we go. Taylor's saying, I'm off for a bit. All right, just been promoted to video editor. Yes. Oh, good man. Nice one. I wish they'd promote me if anyone wants to put in a good word in. If any of them are watching, which I know some of them will be. So, yeah, I'm over here. Hi. Yeah. Okay. We'll see if that happens. See if that works. He's like, hang on, he's got some followers on YouTube. Quick, promote him. Let's see if they do that. Can you put a link in the chat? Go on then, considering it's plugging my own stuff.
Be rude not to.
Let's say, here's that attention I ordered. There it is. Here it comes. While I'm here, and while I'm putting myself over, let's put the WrestleSphere article of Eddie Edwards in there. He was a nice guy, Eddie Edwards. It was fun chatting to him. Have you got anything in the pipeline this week, Andy, or are you winding down now?
So I've been busting my behind to try and get a full 7 features ready to go live every day next week. Yeah, so it's been a bit full on. I'm 4 down, 3 to go. So yeah, they're looking good though. I've done something for everyone. There's a bit of music in there, WrestleMania music. There's a bit of an NXT preview, a feature on Cody, a feature on Roman. I've still got to write a one about LA Knight, funnily enough, as I was saying before. I've even done a feature on what deserves to be the main event on night one of WrestleMania as well. So, yeah, a couple more bits to go, but it's looking in good shape. So there'll be lots of content over on rushonrock.com next week. So feel free to go check that out. And
Put the link in if you want, mate. Put the link in. So let them go and have a look. Let's make it nice and easy. And as one features writer to another, I know how difficult that can be, because features are obviously the most fun thing to write, but they're also the thing where you stop and sometimes take forever to consider your words as well, because there's so much more. You got to be so much more careful and creative with them. So I know how difficult they can be, but they are a joy to always write features. I love doing features. We're about wrestling or gaming. I just adore it.
Yeah, so labour of love, I think would be saying, but we've just seen a war of words between Paul Heyman and Cody, tossing the microphone back and forward. Before one last stinging barb from Cody there, and he walks out the ring.
I don't think Roman would be very happy or would he really be happy if Solo took out Roman? Hi, Dom, you all right?
Hi guys, how you doing?
Oh, you sound
How's
loud.
everybody doing?
That microphone is high today. Is powerful. So I'm tired. I don't know what's going on. I've had a busy ass day.
I mean, it's where it normally is, but if it's too loud, I'll try and turn it down for you guys. Thanks for starting Smackdown. Sorry guys, I had a couple of personal things I had to sort out just before coming on, so sorry for the slight delay. We've been doing comments. We got Mark LFC in there, brand new member, of course. Thank you very much for joining us.
We've done them all, mate. We're up to date. Don't you worry.
Brilliant.
Don't you worry.
Fantastic. Wonderful.
Although Taylor's poking a bit of fun at me here, going, look at him posting his author's link. You bet your ass I'm posting my author's link. That's where all my stuff is. If you like Diablo and you like Resident Evil, you're going to like that stuff. But anyway, yeah. Look at me, like hiding behind the icons. I've got on my face.
Yeah, we're gonna move those. Hang on. Yeah. So
no, you just got more viewers. You just got more viewers hiding my face. Don't worry, mate. There you go. More viewers. Look at them coming in.
I think we're okay. I think we're all right. How's everybody doing? Thanks, Andy, for jumping on and joining us as well. Appreciate you being here. How are you doing, Andy? All right.
I'm good, mate. I was about to say, before you took that "Give Me a Hug Yeah" logo away, that, Sam was looking like the physical embodiment of LA Knight, just like the
yeah.
I quite liked it. Yeah, I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. It's just good to see you. I thought Sam was looking a bit lonely when I was getting ready to tune in as a spectator, but
are you kidding? Are you kidding? Have you been guilty? Have you been subliminally guilted into doing this?
No.
I thought he's there. He's hanging out. He was here last week. He was here the week before. I might as well bring him in this week. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm perfectly happy to do solo streams. Perfectly happy to do them. I understand that it's part of the job description. However, if I can get out of it and have someone to bounce off, I will. Absolutely, every single time. So, be it Ant, who has sent me a very nice message. Or Dan, I love doing streams with Dan. Dan and I are have the same vibe going on. But
yes, absolutely.
But if Andy's about, I'll bring him in.
Andy's certainly a hulkamaniac and a wonderful co-host on these streams. Thank you very much again, Andy, for stepping in and supporting Sam. I've had a very, very long day, just like Sam, and I'm sure you've had one too. So it's lovely to be here, although it is slightly earlier than normal. So that's good. I mean, this doesn't bode well for future streams going back to normal, because
I know it's going to be awful.
Yeah, we're all knackered at half midnight. But yeah, what have I missed? I saw the Cody Rhodes Ludwig match, and I was having a wee when I think that match ended, but I imagine Cody Rhodes won that.
Yes. So I've just opening a beer with a Millennium Falcon. There you go.
The only thing you missed afterwards, there was a promo between Solo came down with Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman cut a promo on Cody, and then Cody gave his retort, and that was about it, really, to be honest.
Okay. So we've had half an hour, 45 minutes of SmackDown. How are you rating it so far, guys?
How many segments have we had, Andy? Just the one, just the Cody Ludwig Kaiser match.
Yeah.
Been good. It was a good match, actually, Dom. It was one of them matches that it would have been better on they've kind of given it away for free because one's a mid-carder and one's a top star. But it had like 3 commercial breaks in it, so it wasn't much of a match, really. It would have been amazing for the live crowd, though. But for us watching on TV, it got too interrupted. But funnily enough, and Andy pointed out, every time they interrupted it, they sent out one of the Bloodline members just to cause a distraction. So it was a bit stop-start. But I think if those two had a bit more time, they could put on an absolute clinic, those two.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've noticed there's quite a rowdy track tonight, guys. How have you managed? Is this
We've resolved it, mate. We've resolved it. Basically, we had 2 people who were playing handbags at dawn, and now they've stopped doing that. And apparently they did it last night as well. And Ant got all tough, put his big boy pants on.
Yeah, we're not having that. We're not having that. 5 minute bans first, and then out of here. And we're a supportive community. We like to support everybody if we can. So none of that. And please do support Andy and Sam if they're on here, giving up their time past midnight to bring you SmackDown. None of that. I've not seen that before. We very rarely do we see that type of language used in the chat. So I just wanted to check you guys were all right and you handled it.
We're good. We're all right. Yeah, well done. I'm just thinking they got to make up, kiss, do something. There's a lot of tension. There was a lot of tension in there. Yeah. I was feeling it. I was actually getting aroused feeling that tension. So I was like, come on, guys, calm down. It's like you say, we're giving up our time. I could be in bed right now, asleep next to my attractive wife. But no, here I am watching men in underpants covered in baby oil.
Andy's particularly attractive, isn't he? To be fair, so
I love that beard, Andy. I love that beard.
I can't
wait to see it up close.
Mate, I'm shaving it off tomorrow. I hate to disappoint. Yeah, I've got to get LA ready, mate. If an Asian approaches me while I'm out there, I need to be headshot ready.
Oh yeah, he's right, mate.
That's true. Yeah, fair enough. And you do have a fantastic jawline, so it is possible.
Mate.
He used to say that about me, Andy. He used to say that about me when I was the new guy. I haven't had the jawline comment for 6 months. That's what he does. That's how he gets you. That's how he gaslights you. He talks about how handsome you are. And then when you're under the table, you're like, yeah.
Well, I think Andy and I have had a couple of nice conversations since we've met. And I've been, rightly complimentary of Andy's fantastic looks and also commentary skills. You know what I mean? Grateful to have you, mate.
You do a very good job of making me want to come back at midnight.
It's not my fault that everybody that comes on the podcast seems to have good jaw structure. You know what I mean? A good bone structure. You know.
I just think you're a talent scout. Oh, Ant's piped up. What are we saying, Ant? So he used to say that about me. Now he fat shames me.
I don't fat shame you all.
I saw that on the WhatsApp group. I was too tired to comment.
Him. I've never fat shamed him in my life.
I think it was a typo. I think you were meant to write something else and you accidentally wrote fat lads. That's what I think it is.
Right.
That's what it is. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I think it auto-corrected you. Because he saw that and went, "You what?"
It must have been a typo. I would never do that, man. I feel like
because I thought it was out of character. I was like, "Whoa, I've been putting time in the gym."
I'm fat lads. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I swear to God. That's what I'm because he even quoted you in the comment where he told you to F off. Our group chat. If that ever got out, folks, blimey, my lord, Andy got a taste of that today, didn't you?
Yeah, Andy? Andy. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but you are again. You are a Hulkamaniac now. I apologize in advance for the bants. You know.
Just hear you in your in my head was just Dom going one of us
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you setting that up. We're all going to WrestleMania. For those that don't know, the few people that are with us right now, we are going to WrestleMania next week. We will not be streaming unless Dan decides to stream on a Monday. He can do. I don't know if that's still his plan. I mean, Monday is still an option. But we will be in WrestleMania. We'll be in LA in a few days. And the Wrestle Story will be providing your WrestleMania coverage right here on the Give Me a Hull Yeah podcast. Got some lovely new comments in as well. Thank you. Michael, talking about Noam Dar. I love Noam Dar. He's in the game. He's in the game. Why isn't he on our screens? He's in 2K23. Love Noam Dar. He's amazing.
We had a good discussion about Noam Dar before, mate. We had a good discussion about him. We're hoping he'll make an appearance in NXT Europe, should that see the light of day.
Fingers crossed, yes, indeed. Look, man, Anthony's apologising for the return of Diva Dom. Diva Dom is not here. I'm very apologetic for any perceived fat shaming that happened. That's not what I meant. And also, you know, I've never complimented your jawline, Anthony, but I will compliment other things. But Andy and
I've seen the rest of you. We'll compliment that.
Is it not hidden beneath a majestic beard? Is that not the problem?
Anthony's got other features, let's put it that way. Other fantastic features that I have seen over the years. I'm not talking about his genitals, by the way, in case everybody
thinks... He's happy to share. He's happy to
I have seen them, and they're all right. But he's got other things that I think are more interesting, more attractive, personally, to me. You know. Anyway, Charlotte Flair's in the ring, everyone.
Thank you for prompting me to update the banner, Andy. Thank you for that.
There you go. Yeah, nice one. Yeah. Good work.
Andy's being professional. Doing it as a private message. And I'm like, be ready.
From wrestling royalty, you know, being professional, bringing the professionalism to the stream.
You guys can just continue talking about Ant's testicles, and I'll.
We shall.
I'll say that Charlotte's on screen.
Oh God, I'm so sorry, man.
By the way, did either of you see the girl who was in absolute tears as Charlotte came to the ring?
Yeah,
that's a nice reception for her. I don't think I've ever seen anyone get that emotional about seeing Charlotte. Back
in a second, guys. I've been invaded by dogs and cats.
Oh, good, mate. Zero apology needed, Michael. You're an important part of the community. Absolutely. We are very lucky to have you all. Thank you for putting up with us. Thank you for being Hulkamaniacs. As Charlotte is talking about Rhea Ripley, talking about potentially winning at WrestleMania. I can't actually hear too well what is happening because my headphones aren't working. So I'm assuming she's talking about the Rhea Ripley match. This is what you come here for, ladies, gentlemen, and people of all genders, because we are providing the professional commentary for those people that cannot watch the actual show. I'm pretty sure Charlotte is talking about Rhea Ripley. Are these charged? Let's see. If they're charged, I might be all right.
She was getting wadded there, which is, impressive.
Yeah.
By the crowd. They're in Las Vegas tonight, by the way, so I'm sure it'll be a rowdy bunch.
Fancy. I got my headphones out working. That's cool. Sami Zayn is a special guest on the KO show tonight. That's exciting. It's exciting.
Look at them having fun. Look at them. Kevin Owens just on his little swivelly chair.
I love it, man. This is good. This is good comedy. We need this before WrestleMania. The bromance between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens is back. I love that. We got Rey Mysterio coming out here now, guys. Rey Mysterio. Do you think when are we getting that? We're going to be at the SmackDown before Mania. Are we getting that this week? Are we getting, because we're going to have a WrestleMania match between Rey and Dom, right? Andy, that's what's happening, right? They're not going to leave it any longer, are they? WrestleMania, Dom Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio makes sense, right? Right?
Yeah. I mean, come on. It feels like it would be too much of a waste of time if they were going down this route to not pull the trigger on it. But Is it tonight, or has that been scrapped? Where we're supposed to see the entire Mysterio family supposed to be around? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I
they
thought
said
that was
on
tonight.
Raw.
I thought that was tonight too.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we might. Well, we're not. There's no might about it. If that happens, then we're seeing. We'll probably see something happen where because I think on Raw, didn't Dominik say something about asking permission from his mum?
Going after his So it was almost like a threat.
Oh, there they are.
Almost like I can't believe Rey Mysterio's in the Hall of Fame, Andy. It's nuts, isn't it? It's great.
Yeah.
I love
Do you remember there was a little bit of a time where Rey Mysterio was absolutely jacked? Like his back was absolutely massive.
I remember Jacked Ray, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's not now, but he was absolutely huge at one point, even for like a sort of luchador. But he's in great shape.
Ray's fantastic. He's the ultimate underdog, the ultimate luchador, and he is jacked AF. I wish I looked as cool as Rey Mysterio. He's awesome. And he's so like agile too. You know, I mean, you guys know me well enough to know me. I'm not very agile at all. I can barely do a squat, let alone a moonsault or a 619. But I feel like, isn't Rey Mysterio like nearly? How old is Rey now? Like
nearly 50.
There you go. You know what I mean? That's something we can all aspire to. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to try and aspire to when I'm 50. Maybe dropping the dime, maybe a 619. You know, that'd be pretty cool if I could do a 619. Sam, would you take a 619 from me?
Yeah, definitely.
Would you take a 69 from me?
Easily. Even more. Sorry. Now I know why they call it herding cats. Jesus. There we go. Done. Right.
I do have a question for you guys, by the way, about Rey Mysterio. That no one's ever really been able to answer me. Why does he wear like a fake thong on his tights?
That's a good point. And why does he have the word mask on his mask?
Superhero. He's like a superhero, isn't he? That's his thing, isn't it? It's like he's supposed
to
be.
What superhero wears a thong?
Batman.
Rey Mysterio.
On a Friday night.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I don't know. There are superheroes that wear thongs. All right, I'm sure there are. Let me Google this. I mean, this is probably a really weird thing to Google.
Well, they're very practical, aren't they?
I hope you got safe search.
Who wears a thong? Superhero wears a thong.
That is not safe.
Space Ghost. I remember Space Ghost. That was fucking. I mean, that was awesome. Thong girl. There's a thong girl apparently.
It's a superhero.
Thong girl apparently. Superman, of course, technically, I guess he wears his underwear on his outside.
Yeah, but they're like wife things.
Yeah.
That's the Y front era of superheroes.
Sorry, I've just got a superhero thong picture. That's amazing. Let me see.
It's better than the. Do you know, Andy? They once spent about 15 minutes discussing skips and bins.
That was Anthony discussing skips and bins. That was nothing to do with me. It was just Anthony was trying to.
At first, I thought you meant skips, as in the crisps.
No, that'd be ace. I'd be down for that. Skips versus What's-Its. Let's go. Let's have a poll.
Oh, What's-Its straight away.
Yeah, What's-Its win that one, hands down. What about Quavers versus What's-Its? That's hard work.
Nah, What's-Its still.
Really? Oh, yeah. See, I'd struggle with that. I'd struggle.
Unless you're talking like salt and vinegar Quavers, then we're in a different like realm.
Oh, really? What about prawn cocktail Quavers? Do you remember them? They were wicked.
They're back.
Are they back? Oh.
Who's Piff the Magic Dragon? Who is that?
What?
Who is Piff the Magic Dragon? This is incredible. Who's that? I want to know more about him.
Oh, he's a comedian, isn't he?
Yeah.
He was on America's Got Talent.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I thought that was a thong superhero you had found. And
no.
On my screen.
No, Thong Girl is a thing apparently, but
we'll be googling Thong Girl later. Just don't tell
Well, Yeah, let me just. Oh, LA Knight's out here. I'm excited about this, but before that.
Uh-oh. Oh dear God.
There you go. That was my Googling. There we go again.
Have you?
Just for you guys.
It's like right over all three of our faces.
That's where we like it. Anyway, dear. I am a happily married man, by the way, folks. I've been very I don't know. What have I been on this? What's the word? I've been on this stream tonight. Anyway.
I don't know, man. But LA Knight and Rey Mysterio. Oh, that's what LA Knight and Rey Mysterio are having a match because this was set up last week. This is cool.
Yeah, Michael's 21
about...
tomorrow, Dom. I'm more excited about Michael turning 21 tomorrow.
That's amazing. Happy birthday. Should we sing?
Nah.
I don't. You don't want to sing? Okay.
Nah.
Happy birthday, mate. I'll sing. You what, Andy?
His present is that we don't sing.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Maybe you're right.
All he wants.
Oh, yeah, it's Anthony's birthday tomorrow. Yeah, it's Anthony's birthday.
Oh, it's Anthony's as well. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's Anthony's birthday. Yeah, of course. It's Anthony's birthday, like, today, now. Yeah, happy birthday,
right
James.
now.
Yeah, happy birthday, mate. Happy birthday, Anthony, co-founder of the Give Me a Hug Yeah podcast. One of my best friends in the whole world. I changed it. That's going to annoy the hell out of him.
He said, sing for Michael immediately. He said, sing for Michael immediately.
Happy birthday to you.
Not
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Take it away, Andy.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
And many more.
Thanks, dude. We'll sing for Anthony at some other point. Anthony's having like a couple of extra birthdays, I think, afterwards, like before we go to Mania. Yeah, he's off.
Mania.
He's off to visit Becky first, and then going to Mania. So we'll sing for you in Mania. Maybe at the Whiskey, we'll sing for you.
He's even going to be wearing his birthday suit.
I wouldn't tempt him. Oh,
no. I don't mean in Mania. I mean when he goes to see his...
I mean, I think you're going to see. I mean, it's like a rite of passage. Anthony usually gets one or both testicles out for new friends. So that's coming for you.
Well, I will take that in the spirit.
And it's like, no.
Being kicked in those things really hurts as well, though, Anthony. As we've all learned in the past.
Right.
Happy birthday to David Bowie.
Indeed. Right. LA Knight is dominating Rey Mysterio, making LA Knight look pretty good here in the lead up to WrestleMania. I've heard that the backup for Lashley not having a match with Bray at Mania could be LA Knight, which I'd be interested in. You know, last minute match, LA Knight versus Bobby Lashley. Be down with that.
I've spoken to you on the phone twice today, Dom, and I actually haven't asked you about how you feel about the Bray Wyatt stuff.
Mate, I'm gutted. Honestly, I'm so gutted. Like
I am. I'm really annoyed. Like, obviously, if he's ill, he's ill. What can you do? But it's like, oh, mate, can't he have been ill last year? Yeah. Anyway, that sounds really mean. I don't mean it that way. I don't know. I just want to see Bray Wyatt and everything to be awesome and all to be right with the world. But anyway.
Yeah, well, I've just read, because I did a quick, it's the first time I'd looked at it today, the last couple of days, so they're not scheduled to be here tonight. So I think we can safely assume that we're not getting Bray Mania. I felt like the stars had aligned. LA was, WrestleMania was in LA. Bray was back. I thought, man, this is the perfect time. It was one of the reasons. I actually was like, this should be the Mania we do. But, that is just the way it is, isn't it? It's just the way life goes. And here we are. And obviously, Superstar's health is the most important, as Rey Mysterio just got taken down from the top turnbuckle as Dom came out to distract Rey. So
let's not forget.
Let's
not forget. There's a whole week between now and then. So who knows? Maybe we'll be on the go home show, and you know, that his theme tune will play. Who knows? Let's just live in hope. And
maybe, mate, maybe, you know,
yeah,
maybe. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, like I say, we're going to Mania. It's a dream come true.
Yeah.
We're hanging out with all our mates. You know, it's pretty cool. It's still pretty good, you know, in the grand scheme of things. It's pretty awesome. This
Curb your enthusiasm, Dom.
What's that?
Curb your enthusiasm there.
Yeah, Larry.
Yeah, man. I that will always live with me. I watched that show on an airplane, but for like 7 hours once, and it's stayed with me.
How could you watch it for 7 hours? I feel like after like 2 or 3 episodes, your skin starts crawling as to how cringy he's being.
Oh yeah.
He's super cringy. But like, yeah, I was a captive audience, you know, on a plane. So, but yeah, it stayed with me. Oh, bless you, Dom. I'll dress up in a kooky outfit with an analog horror narrative and some terrible writing behind me for you. Don't worry. You can have a champ clap for that, Anthony. There you go. Well done. Well done. Yeah, that's very good. Very good. I appreciate the effort that you may or may not go to bring me some Bray Wyatt things to WrestleMania. Yeah.
I love how this advert is just, don't you know, you can Google something if you don't know what it is. It's like, yes, we've known that for 20 years. Thanks, advert. Sorry, it's the Gravlax thing. It's really bothering me. That's it. Just call it out, as you were.
It's all right, man. Why Dominik Mysterio keep coming out and interrupting the match between Rey Mysterio and LA Knight? Because they're trying to set up a feud, aren't they? That's why.
Heat generation, yo. Heat generation.
John wants his Mania moment against his dad.
Yeah, that's why. I do love these Hollywood things. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, the Titanic one. The Titanic one was a bit crap, but I thought the Batman one was phenomenal.
Mm. The latest one that they released, the Brawling Brutes doing 40-year-old virgin was very funny.
Yeah, yes. With Ridge, Ridge taking the chest waxing. Yeah, good. I love that.
We're missing one though, aren't we? They haven't released the Roman Reigns one doing the
that'll be.
Am I funny?
Either this week or next week, I guess.
Oh, is that what they're doing? They're doing Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. I love that film. That is one of the scariest scenes in cinema history. That's bloody terrifying. Look at this. Like I'm a clown, like I amuse you. Oh, it's such a good scene. Such a good. You haven't seen it, by the way. Goodfellas is one of the best films ever. Sorry, Andy, you were saying.
So the range of Joe Pesci, you can do that and then go to Home Alone.
Yeah, he's. I love in Family Guy though, where he's like, he comes out of the toilet, he's like, "Hey, I amuse you." And Peter walks up to him, picks him up, and goes, "Hey kids, you don't know who Joe Pesci is because you're 12, but in the 90s, this is what a tough guy looked like." Yes, it was. Because if you thought of a bad guy in your head, it was Joe Pesci from Home Alone when you were a child. At least it was to me. You know, that's what all bad guys did. That's what all bad guys were. Anyway, here's Dom. So glowering. I'm gonna take me watch off.
They're making LA Knight look good here, guys. I'm impressed with. This is probably the best showing LA Knight's had, I think, since he's been on the main roster in a match.
Yeah.
Oh, is he taking the mask off? It looks like he was gonna, but he's picking him up.
I thought his match against Cody on a Raw.
Oh, right.
He's got the one before. He got a decent amount of offense in that one, but this, you're right. This one's definitely the one he's
getting a lot of offense in, Andy.
Yeah. He's really old school. Like he doesn't do like anything too flashy. He's very like, he does his kind of like power slams and things like that, where it's more like what you would probably seen in the 80s and 90s, but it works for him as a character. He doesn't need to do anything ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of LA Knight. I think LA Knight is the only other person that that's come out of and this is me saying this as a Brave fan. You know, the only other person that's come out of a Brave feud aside from Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson looking better than when he went in. And that's a huge credit to LA Knight, you know. Lovely takedown there by Rey. Dropping it down.
Sorry, Juan. He's defo. It's defo happening at Mania. They're just teasing it. It'll be at the Hall of Fame. Dom will do something really bad at the Hall of Fame. Maybe accidentally hurt his mom or something like that, or his sister, and that is when Rey will be like, "Right, you little turnip. I'm going to."
Yeah, you little turnip. Yeah.
If he says turnip, I will buy you 3 beers.
Look, we're on. Quick, I need to somehow get him to say turnip.
That's an offer, isn't it? I mean, that is
damn straight. Now, for me, that's a big deal. So you know.
I'll tell you what, man. Let's hear it for Dominik though. I think he's really come into his own.
Yeah.
In recent months, really, as this heel, you know, in this heel format, he's done really well. It seems to be his calling, I think, as Rey hits a wonderful DDT on LA Knight and the drop kick. But yeah, love Dominik Mysterio.
Hashtag turnip.
There's the 619, but caught by LA Knight. This is awesome. Great showing for LA Knight. Oh.
BT's decided to kick me.
It's the where. Dominik trips up Rey.
It was something I said, Juan. He's I start cursing in root vegetables when I've had a beer.
And there's LA Knight getting a win over Rey Mysterio. I realize it's to further the feud, but let's just have a moment to say LA Knight, yeah! Just beat Rey Mysterio.
Let me talk to you. Oh. See, I'm getting the roll up now. I think I have a mild delay on my screen and in my brain. I've also been munching on an entire pack of Smiths, and I've only just realised they have laxative effect. So, yeah. Okay. If we're cursing in vegetables, well, we'll be getting to the root of that. You know, when we're there, I know. Yeah, sorry, it's.
You mashed that one in there, didn't you?
Yes, it's. I don't know. It's a load of cabbage. Just ignore it. Oh shit! And I've just got beer all over me.
I get so many. I think this is obviously by design, guys. But there's such an Eddie Guerrero vibe to Dominik, and I think in the early part of his career, it's not a bad way to model yourself.
Definitely, he's got the hair down. Sorry, mate. You were saying. I was just commenting.
Now Dominik now addressing his mum directly. And addressing him directly and sort of attacking, verbally attacking Rey via talking to his mum, and hits Sam his back. Where did you disappear off to?
I've got a bloody clue what happened there, but it's one of them days.
Yeah, well done today, mate. I haven't really said that to you. I've been obviously busy managing stuff, but you've obviously had a busy day with the.
Yeah, it's been
the Resident Evil stuff. So well done, mate. You know, obviously.
It's been, it's like I said in that. Oh, here we go. We're seeing the fam, and he's slagging off his mum and his sister now, who may or may not have had a one-time romance with Buddy Murphy. But yeah, it's been like gaming because we have the Resi launch, then we have the Diablo 4 beta coming out as well. It's like, oh my god, and then I wanted to do the Eddie Edwards thing. Get that done before then we can relax. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I understand that, man. Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate that.
So tomorrow, though, I'm going to sit on the couch and not talk to anyone. It's just going to be like a
rest up. Absolutely.
It's going to be nice. House to myself. Might play some Resi. Don't shout at your mum, you little turnip.
Hashtag turnip.
I'm going to get. Turnip's getting over.
We've just had Ray has finally popped the little weasel in his face.
Absolutely took him out. What a moment.
Giving Dom what he wants. Oh, see, I've just seen it. I've just seen the punch. Go on, Ray. Bloody hell.
Can't believe it.
You hit me. You're damn right I did. Is he going to give him the match now? See, there goes our Hall of Fame in theory.
No way, Ray. He's going to do it. He's going to give in to him. All right.
It's crazy that we saw his heel
WrestleMania.
turn.
Dom and Ray, we're getting it, guys.
Back time.
Yeah.
Time.
Took long enough.
Good selling, though, here from Dom. Good selling.
Yeah.
So that's the last one then, isn't it? To be announced, the one that we were all waiting on. I think that's what the match. I think that's the card set now, really.
So if Austin Theory and Cena is starting Mania, do you think Austin is winning? I think he is. I absolutely think he is.
No, I would say the opposite. If it's opening, surely Cena's winning. That'd be a really odd way to start WrestleMania.
I love Cena. I do. I just don't want him to win because I want Austin Theory. Because if Austin Theory beats Cena at Mania, right, then that is an absolute career cementing moment for Theory, and I want to believe.
Yeah, he's got to have that.
Yeah, I've got to believe that Triple H will give him that, and I believe Cena's the guy who will do that as well. But you're right in saying it going on first really kiboshes that theory. It really does, unless they're doing that on purpose to swerve us.
Possibly. You don't know. I just have a feeling that Cena could win and then have an open challenge on the Monday and lose it to someone new.
Ooh, no, I like that.
Like a Jay White.
Ooh!
Give me Cena and Jay White.
Or Bron Breakker, because let's be honest.
Bron Breakker. I mean, that's more likely, yeah. Cena
if Carmelo Hayes wins that match NXT, which Andy and I will be there in person to see, that'd be awesome with Jack. Then yeah, like if we don't see him at Mania, we at least see him on the Raw after. So reason to be cheerful, boys. Reasons to be cheerful.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think we're definitely getting some surprises that Raw after Mania. Which will be good. Which will be awesome.
Mate, I'm just stoked to get to see Finn Balor Hell in a Cell against Edge at Mania.
You know what? I'd not even thought about it.
Because obviously, you know, me and Jess are massive Balor fans. Like, to me, him getting that spotlight at Mania, it's like, finally, WWE, you see how good this guy is. You know, Edge hopefully Edge gives him the rub. I'm just, you know, I really want to see Balor go full supervillain.
Yeah, Demon Balor as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I'm just so excited for that. See, that is the thing that makes me the most excited now.
Yeah, I think they've done a really good job in putting together the card because it feels like they had a bit of a kind of like lull for a few weeks, but then it all seemed to come together quite nicely. That there's I wouldn't say anyone's just looking forward to like one match in particular. There's different matches that have piqued people's interests, which is probably the right way to do a card, because if everyone's just invested in one match, then all you're doing all weekend is waiting for that one match. Whereas here they've dotted in a few, like they've done a really good job with Rey Mysterio versus Dominik Mysterio. That's built nicely. You've got the tag team match. I'd say the Seth Rollins Logan Paul match is probably going to be a banger. So just littered throughout. There's good matches all over the two nights.
Yeah. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to have a good time.
Oh, I think so.
A really busy day on the Saturday, though, going from watching NXT, then heading up to SoFi. But we'll get a wiggle on. And we'll get there.
Oh, it's doable. It's definitely doable.
We've got a few hours, don't we? So I was thinking, Dom, what we'll do. I know we're talking shop, but I thought it'd be cool. We'll hop in a Uber, the three of us. We'll come meet you guys, have some food, go to SoFi, if that sounds good to you.
Yeah, sounds great, man. Yeah, sounds awesome. Whatever works for you. On the morning of the Saturday, I'm looking forward to it. Actually, I'm hoping to catch up with an old friend of mine before heading to Mania. So fingers crossed, it should be a nice day. That one. It's going to be busy. It's going to be hectic, but it's going to be so lovely to catch up with you guys and spend some time with you guys, and hopefully see some old friends of mine as well. So
it's nice, isn't it? Because you've got lots of worlds colliding next week as well, haven't you? Which is pretty awesome. Which is I love it when that happens. I love it when
it's
stuff
funny.
like that happens.
A lot of my friends from the UK have ended up in LA, but obviously I've got friends from college in New Hampshire in LA. So like I say, it's not going to be possible to see everybody, but there's a couple of people I know that are visiting town anyway, as a kind of byproduct, not just because I'm there, obviously, but they're doing other things, and if they happen to see me, that's a wicked coincidence. So it's quite nice, really. So fingers crossed. But regardless, I'm excited about Mania. I'm excited to spend time with you guys, and I must apologize because I've had a very long day today, and I'm very, very tired. I'm probably the most tired I've been in a and that's saying something because I'm always tired on stream. So I really appreciate you both, spending your time here and working so hard to keep people entertained. Honestly, it does. I know it's not lip service, but I very much appreciate it.
I know.
I'm feeling it today, and I know you guys are as well. So Andy Kaufman will join the Great Muta, Rey Mysterio, in the Hall of Fame.
Did you see the random coincidence of Stacey Keebler sending out a tweet for the first time in 5 years?
Yes, I did see. That was a very nice tweet I thought as well.
Yeah, but if that's not the kind of biggest indicator that the next tweet that she'll send out is, "I'm so honoured to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
I've seen you guys in LA." I'd be surprised.
Yeah, it's like your mum doing Twitter. Isn't it? It's like your mum doing Twitter. Your mum only does Twitter when there's I'm saying that my mum's got 3,000 more followers than me, so I should really shut up.
I'm also quite glad that Stacey Keebler is not my mum, because that would be very awkward from 2000s.
Yeah, it'd be very awkward for me, mate, as well, and I won't tell you why.
Yeah.
But use your imagination. Anyway. So we've got Xia Li. Have we got Xia Li? Oh, good.
Xia Li and Lacey Evans.
So when did Shotzi and Natalia become a tag team? What is this?
I don't know, mate, but it's tanking.
Well done, mate. You're
Natalia was in it. Am I imagining things? But was Natalia not in it with Tegan Knox? For a little while?
Yeah. Natalia's in a new tag team every week, mate.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago. What is this about, Natty? Can you just not get on with people? Are you just like the CM Punk of the women's division?
She gets on with everyone.
Fired.
Yeah. I'm just, I don't know, man.
Jack's gonna hang me for that.
I don't know what to think about all this stuff. I really don't.
See, I can do this here. I can't do it on WrestleSphere. I can't do it on Twitter. I've been in.
So Liv and Raquel are hanging out there. There's a showcase qualifying match tonight. This is what that is. Natalia and Shotzi are thrown together team, and also Xia Li and Lacey Evans, a very thrown together team. Lacey Evans and Xia Li, what the flip? That's probably the weirdest team I've seen in a very long time.
I'm kind of into it. Like, and I've got some beef. I'm sure she really cares. I'm sure it keeps her up at night. Some beef with Lacey Evans from comments she's made in her personal life. But I think Xia Li is insanely talented. I think she's absolutely amazing. I loved her in that gimmick with the undead creepy woman who is now in a permanent pajama party on NXT.
Yes.
That was just awesome, and I'm devastated they got rid of that and replaced it with what they replaced it with.
Actually, yeah, that was a really cool. That was a really cool gimmick. Yeah, the NXT stuff was really cool.
like leaning into Chinese mythology, and awesome. Like hardly anyone knows about that, and it's like the spookiest mythology there is. It's saying that Japanese is actually a bit spookier, but it's certainly spooky.
She absolutely destroyed Elias.
Yes, yeah, she did.
With a brutal, was it a roundhouse kick or something? She just absolutely caught a flush on the nose.
Yeah, I think she's a shooter as well. You see, I think that's why. Do you want to do the vote, Dom, and I'll do the banner? Or
yeah, no problem, mate. Thank you. Stacey so Hall of Fame bound. She was a big part of a certain age. Absolutely. Andy Kaufman going to be in the Hall of Fame is the most relevant celebrity they have ever put in. To be perfectly honest, okay. Congratulations to Rey Mysterio, great Muta, and also Andy Kaufman. Yeah, absolutely. Some lovely comments there about the Hall of Fame inductees. I will do your poll, Norma. Norma. Excuse me, Norma. That's how tired I am. Hassan, that's Norma. I never asked for a poll. Norma's totally chill.
Now.
Yeah, I'll probably start now.
Lacey Evans or something.
Just on that point about like relevant celebrities, the only person I think would be more relevant is Cyndi Lauper. I can't believe they still haven't put her in yet.
Agreed.
I think it's happened. I think it'll happen. I think at some point. I think it was rumored for this year. It was, but
I mean, not in any harsh way, but please come on, like let's not waste time. You never know. I mean, Andy Kaufman's not exactly going anywhere. I don't mean to be like rude or anything, but they could have waited another year. You know what I mean? It's like, let's get people in who can actually go do an acceptance speech. But
again, that's the most. So Lacey Evans just knocked out Xia Li. So that's obvious. That's obviously going to happen. There was zero chemistry between those two. Shotzi. Nice little. So Shotzi and Natalia. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be over before I can get the poll in, but oh no, I've hidden the chat by accident. Yep, so that's the yeah, there you go. Xia Li's done. There's no point in me doing the poll. Sorry, Hassan. I was trying to rush it, and then
he should have been quicker, shouldn't he, Hassan? I'm furious for you.
I'm so sorry. I'll get the next one for you.
I feel like we haven't given Jack any. I'm going to give Jack a. There you go. Hi, Jack. I think it's to be Cyndi or a label's choice. Yeah, you might have a point there, mate. As Andy's going in with Lawler.
Natalia and Shotzi going to WrestleMania. Looks like there's Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
So has this whole match been set up just to give Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler an easy win?
I mean, yes. I mean, that looks like the case, doesn't it?
Do you know what? I don't give a damn about a bad reputation.
Sorry, Norma. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
I love that though, Norma. He's saying, looks like Natty looks like a young ODB. I've thought that for years. I just thought it were me.
That's an interesting one. ODB, yes, from WCW, but also also TNA Impact Wrestling for Huong's benefit, but also a world-renowned rap star as well.
That's who I
thought you were talking about, and I was like, she does not look like him.
I once did a hardcore punk cover of Shimmy Shimmy Ya. It remains to be my
proudest. Did you?
Yes, it remains to be my proudest moment, actually.
I want to hear that. Oh, Jack, you should have been here for the turnip, mate. You should have been here for the turnip. Turnip got over, but anyway. Oh, Norma. Lady wrestler from the past. Come on, man. She wrestled last year for Impact, I think.
Yeah, no, she's still going. So they have been added to the WrestleMania. For those interested, I've posted that cover in the chat. I've gone back to that. Years. It exists. It's a thing.
Oh, it's SoundCloud. I thought it was Sound Severe for a minute. I thought, wow, he's putting himself over there.
I've only ever done that like a handful of times, probably over the years, of where where bands I've been in have been featured on Soundsphere, but yeah, it's not something I do often.
You make the rules, mate. It's your platform. You do it. I tell you now, if I was a wrestler, I'd be all over WrestleSphere. Look at this guy; he's amazing. Look at him. Just look at him.
I forgot about the awkward. I can't say that word on there. I forgot about that song. I haven't been back to this. I haven't been back to that band in so many years. Anyway, right, Sheamus and Drew fighting Imperium potentially. Oh no, Sheamus Drew fighting each other and also fighting Imperium. That's what's happening, isn't it? We're getting Gunther and Sheamus and Drew, right? That's the. It's actually a bit of a dream match, isn't it? You know, when you think about it, Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew at WrestleMania.
Oh, Dom, I wouldn't take that.
What?
Look at Jack said.
Thanks, Jack. I wouldn't say it's putting it over. But, you know, I'm not that. You know, I was proud of it at the time. Now I'm just posting it in a chat so you can all have a good laugh if you know who ODB is. Most people just know the TNA Impact and WCW wrestler. A lot of people. I mean, actually, no, I'm discrediting that because millions of people know the rapper. But yeah, for those that do know, there is a reference point there.
You know what, Jack? You should have supported him, Judas. Anyway, there we go.
Yeah, thank you.
And what have you become?
I don't know. A bad pun guy. I don't know. Phenomenal.
Have you just missed my pun there?
Oh, have you? Yeah, sorry. I am the phenomenal one.
Right. Drew McIntyre's coming out. Drew's coming out for a contract signing with Gunther, which I should probably I'll put on the thing. Right, hang on. On now. Contract signing. There's no vote here. But I did it again. No vote here.
Yeah, Norma. Stop begging for a vote every 5 minutes, Norma.
Sorry, Norma. There's no vote. Hassan. Oh God, there's no vote, Hassan, because it's a contract signing. Right.
Who signs the contract first? Put that as a vote.
Has Hassan even asked for a vote? Has Hassan even asked for a vote?
He asked for the last one, yeah, and I failed him.
Quick, you've got a commercial break. Who will sign the contract first?
All right, we'll do it. We'll do it.
I'm just gonna have a wee. I'll be right back.
No worries, mate. You're perfectly entitled to a wee. I'm not going to take that from you.
You're damn right.
I thought you'd just gone for the quickest wee anyone's ever been for.
Yeah, no, I was like, wait, that was super quick.
And boom goes the dynamite, and he's back on.
Yeah. How you doing, man? Nice to catch you. You all right? How's things? How's family? Are you ready for Mania?
Yeah, I've got Monday and Tuesday, working the Dolly Parton shift, and then I'll be flying out on Wednesday. So yeah, I think I'll be using this weekend to make sure I've got some shorts and stuff to go, because what would I be, a Brit abroad, if I wasn't wearing shorts in 15, 16 degree weather?
Absolutely. I've got a pair of shorts, but I stick to that. I'm a perpetual goth, so I just stick to black no matter what the weather.
You could get some black shorts.
Yeah, no, I've got black shorts. Yeah, no, I've got them. I just I never learn. No matter where I go. I refuse to. I mean, I just don't wear shorts very often. The only time I've ever done it fairly regularly was in Vietnam. But yeah, I struggle. From a body image standpoint, you know, I don't really like getting my knobbly knees out. But B,
I thought that was going somewhere else.
I prefer jeans usually. I didn't do the poll. I'm sorry. Who signs the contract first? Who signs the contract first? Right.
Are you guys bringing shorts, by the way? Are you? Because I've packed any yet.
Oh, 100%. Is it over 10 degrees and wearing shorts?
Oh, really?
Proper Brit.
See, I'm not like that. I keep my jeans on until it's a heat wave, until my wife is going, will you take them off? And I'm like, oh, good, I thought you'd never ask. And she goes, no, put on some shorts. So there you go. You know.
No, it's just to avoid the because as I say, if it gets to a certain temperature, I think it's supposed to get in above 20 for Saturday, Sunday. I just don't fancy the Betty Swallocks. So
Betty Swallocks is a bit of a cow. Yeah. She can be annoying. She can be a bit sticky at times.
Sweaty.
Well, I'll probably take both because who knows? It could be tipping it down, and I need some jeans on or something. But I also don't think you'd get into whiskey with shorts on. So I'm presuming, I don't know if there's a dress code or not.
Oh, yeah, sugar. We need to find that out, don't we? Because I'm bringing a nice pair of pumps, and that's it. So I should really consider bringing something else.
I think you'll be fine, mate.
I didn't see there's a gig on the Thursday, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Who was it? I was looking earlier on today.
Right. So while you're doing that, so there's a fatal four-way tag team match, right? Wickel and Liv, Natalia and Shotzi, Ronda and Shayna, and then a mystery team. So that's interesting. We've also got the confirmation of Rey and Dominik. So they could make they've made a match in a week there for Rey and Dom. So there's still hope. There's a very little bit of hope, but there's still hope for a Bray last-minute match. I'm still holding out hope, guys.
Me too. Even if they do something cool with Uncle Howdy, because I was never bothered about a Bray match. I just wanted some kind of resolution to the Uncle Howdy storyline. That's what I was hoping. Honestly, that's all I was hoping for. I didn't just a segment where something happens, even if it's an unmasking of Bo Dallas or something cool like that. You know what I mean? Just that's all I asked for. Just some good storytelling.
Yeah, just something. Yeah.
Here's the Brawling Brutes. Banger after banger.
We're gonna be that I will chant. I'm not a huge chanter at live events, but I will chant banger after banger.
Oh, I'll have no voice by the end of it. I'll be back in the hotel and you'll be like, thank God, someone shut him up.
Now, I want you to be enthusiastic, man. That's the Well,
you're gonna get buttloads of that. It's not
that's what I want. I'd be a dick if I was like, "What are you shouting for? It's a wrestling event. Be quiet." That'd be stupid.
Yeah, like, will you please sit down?
Please sit down, Sam. Please sit down. We're an official professional. Give me a whole business.
It's like you're in the cinema. Will you shut up?
Yeah.
Are you like that? Are you someone who'll tell people to ask people politely, I should say, to be quiet in the cinema, or just let them talk? What do you do?
Me? Yeah. I used to work I was a manager in a cinema for a couple of years. So I used to have to be the one who had to go in and say, "Excuse me, can you be quiet?" And then you just have a bit of power. If they told you to F off, you'd be like, "Cool, get out then," and you just go get security.
I love that. You would just like, get out.
Honestly, I'm not going to argue. It's no, I love the cinema, and I hate people in cinemas. Just because when you sat there, you just be like, there's always one person who decides halfway through a film they want to check out Instagram, or randomly, there's a new thing that people seem to be checking IMDb while you're watching the film, rather than just waiting till afterwards. Or people eating popcorn so loudly, even though they're, I pick a seat miles away from everyone else. But I do love the cinema. I just don't like people in them.
I don't so much mind the popcorn thing. It's because I'm always the guy with the nachos. So I'd be a hypocrite if I said about the crunching, because I'm the guy crunching. But if anybody talks, I don't mind. I don't like it. But while the trailers are on, right, fair dues. But when the film starts and you're still chunnering away, why didn't you just go to the pub? Why are you here? This is a quiet place where, I'm here for 2 hours of silent escapism. All I want to hear is me crunching my nachos. So I'll always politely say, guys, come on now. But I'll be less polite second time around. It'll be a shut up. It'll go to DEFCON 1 third time. But anyway, if DEFCON 1 fails, if they're not intimidated, I'll go and get the usher. I'll go and get the dude. But,
right, here you go. I've finally found it because the website is actually working now. Whiskey A Go Go, Thursday, the 30th of March. Head PE.
Oh, no way!
Crazy White Boy, Super Blood, In the Black, We Rise to Fall, and Dead Reckoning are all playing.
Head PE, man. Yes! Hey, bartender. Does anyone... We were talking about new metal the other day. Tell me,
Last week.
does everyone know Head Planet Earth, for those that don't know, is the full title of the band. Love them. Bartender was Blackout. Yeah. I'd go watch Head PE. Anthony will probably be less enthusiastic about it, but I'd love to watch Head PE.
See, I'm a new metal and punk guy, so
get my
bounce on.
Get my bounce on. Just start rocking out. This is what I'm. That's what I do. That's basically it.
Come here. I have a visitor. Oh. Say hello to the Hulkamaniacs.
Oh.
Let's do this together. If you insist on coming in. Oh, sorry. What are you doing? It's all right. Okay, he's escaping. Go on.
Sleeper hold you put him in.
I was trying to just give him a cuddle. I was just trying to. I didn't want him to fall off and hurt himself. Bless him. But he's not impressed. He doesn't get now. Oh no, Dexter's in. Oh Jesus. I'm going to need to sort this out. I shall return.
I suppose it's quite exciting for the dogs for you to be awake and for Sam to be awake in that way.
Well, it's time. I've got a dog and a cat. I've just barged in, and but they're like partners in crime for stuff. Like one of them will go into the kitchen, and the cat will knock stuff off the side for the dog to get, as long as he can get some too. So it's yeah. It looks like oh bless him. It looked like I was strangling him. I actually was trying to cuddle him, but he's not. I don't know what he wants. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. What are you doing, Finn?
Man, we just saw Butch attack Gunther. That was great. Butch leapt over the table there. That was ace. Butch and Gunther have had some wonderful matches as well in the past. Pete Dunne and Walter. So I would love that.
New York Takeover was the. I was
yeah.
That was a class match. That.
So we are nearing the end of Smackdown, which is pretty cool because it's only half one. Normally we've only just started. Is this show, given that the next time there will be a Smackdown, we'll be there. Was this show everything you want it to be, Andy, so far? Well, I guess so far, but as we close out, what are your thoughts on this Smackdown? And I imagine we're getting the Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn stuff to finish.
Yeah, it feels very similar to last week's Smackdown, where it doesn't necessarily feel like a WrestleMania build show, but yet they've still announced and kind of pushed on certain things. Like we've got the Dom versus Rey match. That's now confirmed. We've got 2 more teams in the women's tag team match, with 1 more to come. And we've got the promo at the top of the show between Paul Heyman and Cody Rhodes, and we've even had a couple of decent matches. I presume we're going to get a 10-minute match or so between Gunther and Pete Dunne here.
Oh yeah,
going to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. So it's not a bad show. It doesn't feel like a WrestleMania build show, but yeah, it's solid.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it's been pretty good. Like I say, particularly for some of the build, the Rey Mysterio and Dom Mysterio, I think is the the big angle coming out of this. And certainly I wasn't expecting that to happen until the Hall of Fame, like a lot of people were. So there's a big story coming out of here. Big story coming out of this SmackDown. Finally, Rey Mysterio has clocked his son, and we are getting we are getting Dom and Rey at Mania.
I love that the biggest talking point is a father struck his son.
Yes.
In any other world, that would actually be quite a big story, but here it's
in WWE.
Yeah, it come in.
Another day at the office in WWE. Yeah. Thank you, Michael. I feel like no one really got to see him because he was too busy wriggling.
Right.
He doesn't normally do that. He just sits still.
He was very adorable. Very adorable.
What's his name, Sam?
He's called Finley.
Finley, as in fit.
And he
Finley.
loves to fight.
Amazing.
Although I think my wife had Finn Balor in mind when she was naming him. I think it's and his abs. I think that was what she was thinking. We decided we were going to call our firstborn son Finley, and then because Jess is from Irish stock, and then we got another dog, and she was like, "Right, I want to call the dog that now." I was like, "Oh, okay, fair enough."
Could you get him like a shillelagh chew toy?
Yes, please.
We did. I think he had something. I forgot what it was. He had something Irish, but he destroyed it within 5 seconds flat, like he does with anything else. So there you go. He doesn't like it when I'm down here doing this because he can't figure out if he wants to be down here with me or if he wants to be upstairs cuddling Jess. But when I go upstairs at 2 a.m, he'll probably go trotting up after me. Oh, he sleeps in the bed. The others don't. He's the only one who's allowed to sleep in the bed because he's a prima donna.
Right. We got Pete Dunne or Butch on it with an arm lock on Gunther. This, of course, as Andy said, was a dream match many years ago at NXT. Walter versus Pete Dunne, as it was then. These guys have put on some absolute bangers.
After bangers
on the independent scene as well in the UK over the years too. A lot of references and callbacks here too. You know, again, a great time in British and European wrestling for both these guys. So great to see them both getting time together. In this way, I think on SmackDown.
Yeah, 100%. It's like you said, we've seen some absolute classics between these two in the past, haven't we? So
we have.
It's good to see it here, but it's SmackDown and Raw, like WWE TV, never give stuff the time it needs. But in NXT UK, we've seen a better version of this, haven't we? And progress too.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're the same on NXT on Tuesday night. I don't know if you guys saw it. The JD McDonough match versus Ilya Dragunov. That was a great match. You could hear the crowd in in the PC or whatever it's called at the moment going absolutely crazy for it. And I was like, they're not finishing this match. Like, there's no way they're giving the finish for this on a Tuesday night. If they didn't, it was a DQ in the end. But that they had an absolute classic feud in NXT UK, and it's such a shame because I feel like NXT UK had it was like if you didn't like the gimmick like era of NXT 2.0 and you found Raw and SmackDown too long or boring and not wrestling centric, well, NXT UK was there the whole time on the network and people slept on it.
Yeah.
And now
it was great. It was great, and now it's not there.
Yeah, can't have nice things. And bring back 205 Live, you cowards.
What do you want, Enzo Amore 205 Live back or
no? Well, actually,
that was great. That was a great time. That was a great time for 205 Live, and I will defend that. Mustafa Ali looked good in that.
Yeah,
obviously Neville as it was then, Pac now, and all. There was some wonderful stuff. And Enzo, let's have a little shout out. I want to do some more work with them coming up over the next few months. I'm in talks to MLW at the moment. Is nailing it, and
I don't know where.
That's where Enzo is right now. Sorry, Sam. I apologize.
No, sorry, mate. I was interrupting you. Don't interrupt me while I'm interrupting you. No, I'm joking, mate. I don't know where you're watching it. I can't figure out where here in the UK to watch it anymore. They're taking it off YouTube. Sorry, mate. Finish what you were saying. I was just frustrated that I can't watch it anymore.
No, it's going to be something I actively seek out. You've got again, Real One or Enzo as he was. You got Hammerstone in there, and Raven has just formed a new faction in MLW. And Raven is the OG, version of Bray Wyatt. And I got to interview Raven, which is still one of the crowning moments of my wrestling journalism career. There is an interview over on SoundsFit. Go check that out. Got to get that plug in. Thank you very much. But yes, Raven's in MLW. Enzo is in MLW. Hammerstone, loads of wonderful talent in MLW. Do not sleep on MLW. Go watch it. If you haven't watched it yet, please do.
Where?
If you have watched it, tell me what you think.
Sam, I actually had a press release earlier this week, 23rd of March. Yeah, a couple of days ago. As soon as you said it, I was like, that rings a bell. MLW is coming to Premier Streaming Network. Premier Streaming Network is now the international streaming home for Major League Wrestling.
See, I know this, but it doesn't exist anywhere. I've looked for it. There's no app, there's no nothing.
Premier Streaming Network is available on a full suite of platforms and devices, including web, iOS, Android, mobile web and desktop, Chromecast, Android TV, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, Roku, and many smart TVs. So apparently,
I can't find it.
Premier Streaming Network is what you need to be looking for. But
I've been searching that Premier bloody network all flipping week, and I can't flipping find it. And now Raven's there. Oh,
Raven's there. Yeah,
I'm flocking annoyed. That was flocking.
Very nice. John Hennigan, of course. Johnny Mundo, Johnny whatever. John Morrison is there as well. Some great, and Sam. Lance Anoa'i is there, of course, from the Anoa'i family. There's so many people. Jacob Fatu. There's a cornucopia of talent in MLW. That I would certainly recommend that you check out. I was watching it on YouTube for a while.
I just googled it and it was the first one that came up. Sam,
where's Sam?
Not to show you up or anything. Here, I'll send you the link, mate.
Yes,
I might because MLW also has the Underground thing, which was from Lucha Underground, because the people involved in Lucha Underground, which was an incredible TV show from many years ago. Obviously, Rey Mysterio was there, Ricochet was there.
Swerve, he was Killshot.
Killshot as he was then, yeah. So basically, MLW have taken the Underground thing. So it's really worth watching.
Are you on Android, Andy?
I'm on a Mac at the moment, yeah.
Oh, right, because I thought you were sending me an Android link, and I don't do Android, so I was more thinking. Right, okay, so so this is the website, but I can't find the app on the iStore. That's the thing I'm struggling with. Bob, maybe.
Yeah, I'll have to look at this as well. Yeah, because
I'm like 4 weeks behind, Dom, and I'm getting a bit. Like if I'm 4 weeks behind on a wrestling show, I start to panic and come out in hives. So I need to sort that out.
Yeah, if you've not seen what Raven's doing, it's really cool. He's set up a new faction. Really good.
Have you been watching it on I don't know, like
I've just seen the highlight. To be fair, I've just seen recently. I've just seen the highlights, but I am going to go. I might do some watch-alongs. For MLW. I think that'd be really cool.
Did he call his faction Nevermore?
No, he didn't. I always thought that was a missed opportunity.
Yeah, massively. For the people who aren't English literature scholars or American English literature, that's a Edgar Allan Poe reference. There you go. See, I'm educated too.
Well, I mean, if you're not a fan of Edgar Allan Poe, you can get in the pit.
To be fair, you're in the wrong business. If you're in this business and you're not a fan of Poe, you're doing something wrong.
I mean,
give me a
if you into goth culture or whatever literature, writing, creativity, a lot of people I know Poe. Poe's inspired so many musicians and shit and stuff as well.
Have you seen this South Park episode where they summon him as a ghost?
I've not seen that. I think I saw a clip of it, but I've not seen it. I'll have to look at that.
He's like, conformists, posers, everyone, and then he's like, don't call me Poe. I want you to call me by my goth name, Night Pain. It's so funny.
Hang on. I'll have to find that.
Called Night Pain. And then they're trying to go, Edgar, we need you. Oh, Night Pain.
Call me. There you go. I've got it. They're awesome.
Call me.
Drew McIntyre is laying waste to the Brawling Brutes. But a big brogue kick and now on the outside by Sheamus to Drew. And Gunther finishing Pete Dunne off in the ring with that slam after a clothesline.
Was that like a weird side slam brainbuster?
Yeah, it's a new finisher. I think he started using it like last week.
It's a shame Drew's fighting the Brutes. You know?
WrestleMania feels like the time they might do it. I wanted Gunther to have the longest running Intercontinental Championship thing. But I think Sheamus might do it. They might have a big moment at Mania.
Yeah. Because I'm the same, Dom. I'm in two minds about this. Since Clash at the Castle, obviously everyone's been very high on Sheamus, and for quite rightly so.
Yeah.
But I agree. I also want Gunther. I kind of want Gunther and Austin Theory to come out to retain, because I want them to be cemented. It might not happen with either of them, but I wouldn't want a situation where Roman retains and they both lose the titles. I wouldn't want that. I'd hate that, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Whatever happens, we'll enjoy the ride.
Absolutely, we will. So we got the Street Profits doing a little promo backstage. Braun Strowman and Ricochet.
By the way, Montez Ford is looking absolutely jacked.
He is, man. Right. So Braun and Ricochet are having a little fight.
Out of interest, do you guys know who the longest IC title reign was or is?
No. I
looked at this the other day. Oh, who was it? It's not The Miz. It's it's not Cena. Oh, sorry, Andy, go on.
It's the Honky Tonk Man.
Yes, there you go.
Yes, it is.
With 454 days, so Gunther's still got like a good 160 odd left to go.
Well, yeah, I definitely want. I would want to see that personally. I would want to see Gunther do it, but yeah, I think people want to see Sheamus, don't they? People want to see Sheamus do it. So
I think though, if Cody's winning and Asuka might be, let's say Asuka's winning and Rhea Ripley's winning,
yeah,
then do they gain anything? Is it better to have to keep the build with Sheamus? Because the build with Sheamus is, let's not forget, is organic. They've only had it since Clash at the Castle, so they might not have factored it into the booking. So it might be something they've only just started factoring in.
I think they'll wait until they're back for Money in the Bank and do it in London.
I think you make a good point.
Because as you just said there, if you think about it, well, putting Cena on first, if he does win, that's a title change. The tag titles could change. Rhea could win. Asuka could win. Cody could win. And then he's talking every single title's changed hands.
Yeah, it's an interesting point. Yeah.
I'm still not convinced on Cody, you know. I don't know.
There's a couple of rumors that Cody. Again, it all depends apparently on if Roman is leaving for a while. Excuse me, guys. I think if it's going to happen, it has to happen now. You know, Cody's the end to Cody's story. Is it going to happen? You know,
it's just the beginning of the story. Then he's got to defend. It's just the beginning of the story. But I guarantee he's going to say that on Raw. He's going to come out and go, I said it was the end of the story, but it isn't. It's the beginning of my story. It's the story my dad never got. There you go. You're welcome, WWE.
You missed his opening line, though.
Oh, yeah. What do you want to talk about?
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
I was going to go for a week. One moment.
No worries, mate. You're peeing a lot tonight.
I know. That's why.
That'd be why. Fair enough.
That'd be why.
I am.
Sorry.
Just do a Dumb and Dumber and just fill the bottles up.
Oh yeah, fill the bottle. Oh, just go. That was it. It goes in the back. Yeah, amazing. I love that film.
I'm not. I'm not trying to say I'm anything special, but there's no way I'm getting it in there. But anyway, I'll be right.
All right, see you in a sec, mate. Right, guys, we'll start winding it down as we approach the end. There's just over 10 minutes to go, and I will be wanting to get out of here, not because of Andy or Sam. I'll be wanting to get out of here pretty quick to go to bed, because again, I'm not feeling 100%. But let's wind it down with the usual questions, and then we can have a few minutes to sort of answer them. So what we normally do, for those that don't know, is we have the match of the night, we have the wrestler of the night or performer of the night, and we have the grade of the night. So I'd like your match of the night, please, your grade of the night, and your performer of the night. Andy, while I've got you here on screen with me, what are your thoughts on those three questions: performer, grade, and match?
Match, I would say, goes to Cody versus Ludwig.
Yeah.
Both guys came out of it pretty well. Imperium looked good. Doing the kind of heelish tactics behind the ref's back.
Yeah.
With Cody getting the win, which is really the only way you can go at this stage, so close to WrestleMania. But it was a good match. Went on quite a while, so they had plenty of time. Not as Sam said, we didn't see all of it, but the live crowd would have been in for a treat. I would have liked to have seen that last match gone a little bit longer. The Pete Dunne match, Butch match versus Gunther.
Yeah.
But in terms of performer of the night, probably Rey.
Man,
getting that pop and belting him in the Dominik in the face and agreeing to the match. I'd probably go either 6.5 or a 7 out of 10 for it.
Not
very
bad.
Similar to last week.
Not bad. That's a pretty good grade, man. And I think I agree with you. Ray's got to be up there for performer of the night. But LA Knight would be my performer of the night. Grade for me is probably about 7 from what I've seen. I think those are certainly some good picks from you, Andy. Sam, as we're winding it down, grade of the night, match of the night, performer of the night. My match of the night is probably, because I didn't see all of the Cody Ludwig one, probably Gunther and Butch, just for the nostalgia of that. Sam, your thoughts on? There's the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal next week, so we're going to see that.
Oh yes,
we're going to see that on SmackDown next week.
What a buzz! I can't wait. Right, so performer of the night, Gunther.
So Bobby Lashley is in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Did anybody catch that?
As is LA Knight and Johnny Gargano and Dolph Ziggler and many others.
Who should probably have a WrestleMania match. Bobby Lashley in the Battle Royal, which pretty much confirms there's no Bray Wyatt match to me. But there we are. Sorry, Sam, I interrupted you. Your grade of the night.
That's just like ruined my evening. That's and it's not even the Bray Wyatt stuff so much. It's more the fact that they haven't given Bobby a replacement match.
Yeah,
that's what's pissing me. Like that, if that's true, if they don't replace him, if they don't give him some form of showcase, if they just shove him in the Battle Royale, not that it's a problem being in that. I wouldn't mind him being in that as well. But if he isn't on the Mania card, if Bray Wyatt's not there, I'll be really disappointed. This guy was WWE champion 5 minutes ago, but anyway, right.
They could use the Battle Royale, by the way. Sorry, before you go into that, they could use it as a springboard to give him some sort of.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Night, sort of thing, but who knows? Sorry.
No, you're right, mate. You're right. Yeah, I honestly hope. I think now the Bray Wyatt thing is done, unless they do some kind of. Because they say it's a physical ailment with Bray Wyatt. So if that's the case and he can't wrestle, that doesn't mean he can't do a skit or he can't do something. Maybe. But we'll see. Anyway, so performer of the night, Gunther. Match of the night, Gunther versus Pete Dunne, for the same reason you said. It's like those two know how to put on a clinic.
Yeah.
And I'm giving Gunther performer of the night, not just for that match, just because he looks like the guy to beat every time he's here. He looks like the champ.
Oh, absolutely. He looks like a world champion. You're right.
Yeah, if Roman Reigns isn't here, Gunther is the next big thing. every time. And grade of the night, I'll give it a 6 because it hasn't actually done, unless they do something now that changes my mind and I upgrade it to a 7. Like, yes, it's built to Mania, which is what we wanted it to do, but it's not been a memorable show. I feel like the past 2 were a bit better. Like the Rey Mysterio thing has obviously happened, but they've spun the wheels a little bit. They've just continued to build gradually as they should. Now Mania feels a little bit more closer after last week where it still felt worlds away. And I'm rambling. So, yeah, 6.
Okay, 6 out of 10 for Sam. Once again, guys, if you want to get your grade matches, etc., in the comments, please do put them in. There will be a few more minutes to do that before we finish up. Sammy and Kevin now talking about their WrestleMania match with the Usos. Their mission to take down the Bloodline.
Get a nice little bit of banter back and forward where Kevin was asking Sammy if he did it right because he's saying Sammy had asked before if they can come out separately and saying that it's because he wanted his own pop, but Sammy's saying that's not true. But as he gets a massive pop from the crowd.
Sammy talking about like I said, and he was saying that banter, talking about the first time they ever worked together in Montreal, that nostalgia.
So, Jack, when you say the armbar, are you referring to the Andre the Giant Battle Royal? I've never.
I'm pretty sure that's what he's referring to. Yeah.
Well, now I know because I've heard you say that a few times. I've never quite known what the armbar is, but now I do. So, but I don't see it. Is it? I might need you to spell it out because I'm looking at the word and I'm not seeing Andre the Giant Battle Royal unless I'm just being.
I think it's I think it's a Jack thing.
Is it a Jack thing? Is it a Jack in your box?
Yes, it is. It's a bit like the Jack crack, which you will inevitably see numerous times when we go to Mania, and that's all I need to say about it. You will
Jack,
see,
is he speaking the truth?
You will see some Jack crack. Let me put it that way.
So I'm going to see knobs and cracks apparently this week. All right, fair enough. When in Rome. Like it. KO Mania. Are you
Kevin
guys
seriously putting over Sami Zayn here, guys?
So the comments, they're still talking about Rey. These conversations have been going on ages. Oh, right. I get you now, Jack. Yeah, I want that T-shirt, by the way, Dom. I'm going to try and get that one.
Have you kept up to date with like every year Kevin Owens releases a KO Mania one, and it's normally based on from when he started doing KO Mania 1, 2, 3, 4, and he just replaces his face or like body over whoever was on the poster for like WrestleMania 3 or 4. So it's a bit different this year because I'm swearing he's up to like KO Mania 5 or something or 6.
I like it. I didn't know that, but now I do.
WrestleMania. That's ace.
Oh, okay. Now, yeah, you have to get that T-shirt now.
Yeah, WrestleZania is quality.
That's amazing. Very clever. Sammy's putting the shirt on.
Put it. Are they chanting "Put it on"? Put it on.
Are we getting the Usos? Are they going to attack him now?
Dun, 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 dun.
WrestleMania.
He's well happy with it.
There you go. Nice hugs. But the Usos attacking after the hug. Double super kick from the Usos.
been a lot of furniture thrown out the ring in this episode of SmackDown, I've noticed.
What's that, man? Sorry.
There's been a lot of furniture moving around in this episode of SmackDown.
Are they sponsored by IKEA this week?
Possibly.
Usos leaving, Zayn and Owens lying in the ring. Apparently CM Punk's done another Instagram. Thank you, Jack.
Can someone take his phone off him, please?
Is this another one after his I'm too old for this? Or is that the one he's talking about?
There was one around where he just went off on Jericho. And
Oh no, as in like after that, he then put, because Jericho then put the Matt Hardy delete GIF.
yeah.
And then after that, CM Punk put one out, which was a picture of Thingy from Lethal Weapon saying I'm too old for this.
Yeah.
But
Why do they are children. They are absolute children. They think they're funny. They think that they're children, and all they're doing is letting fans down. I'm getting a bit opinionated now, but all they're doing is letting people down. Both of them. It's the brawl out. All they did, they all let the fans down. Like, I'm not taking any sides. All it's doing is ruining that promotion for me. That's what it's doing. If you want to drive me to be a WWE only guy, Jericho and Punk, you're doing a great job.
Yeah. I think there's lots of discussion over the next few weeks and months about CM Punk's potential return to AEW, but I can't see that happening anytime soon, personally. But again, a wider discussion for another time. Once again, guys, we'll give you a few more minutes to get your grade matches and performer of the night in. I am gonna be out of here pretty quickly because I'm not feeling well today.
No, mate.
But it has been a pleasure spending time with you guys. Thank you, Andy, for jumping on with Sam. And thank you, Sam, for putting all your effort in, obviously coming in and starting it without me and getting the job done. I appreciate it.
I tell you what, it was nearly one of them. That when you sat on the couch and you think,
mate,
if it had been, when we do the 1 a.m. to 3 a.m.
Yeah.
If it had been that tonight, I would have been like, I would have got here and been like,
you could have. I would have if I'd have started it. I was just lucky that you said yes to starting it, but if I'd have started it, I appreciate you've had a very long day, so
So I am Iron Man.
You are Iron Man, absolutely, mate, absolutely. Well, guys, the next time I see you both, which is nuts to say, the next time I see you both in person, at least, unless we do a video in between now and then, which is entirely possible, I suppose. I'll see you at Mania. I'll see you in Los Angeles. I mean, I'll see Sam in London.
Yeah, you'll see me in London on Wednesday night, mate.
I'll see you in London on Wednesday night. But what is that? The trial of staying in a hotel room together. The first episode of the hotel.
Mate, it'll be really civilized. We'll have some dinner in the Runway restaurant. We'll have some dinner. We'll have a couple of pints, and we'll get a nice early night. We'll have some breakfast in the morning. Have a slow wander down to the airport. Have a pint in the bar. Jump on the plane, and we're on our way. Happy days.
Nice one. Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. I look forward to that. Andy.
By the way, if you guys haven't read the CM Punk Instagram post,
I haven't read it.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Is it? Let's do it live. Let's do it live on the.
Do you want to read it out, Andy? For
go on, Andy. You do the honors, mate.
I can't even. If it's real, then I really.
So,
I'll read it out verbatim. I met Shawn Michaels at a restaurant once. We'd accidentally been given his table. Apparently, he was fond of the restaurant and had a specific table he liked. And the management had messed up and gotten their days wrong. It was Tuesday and they thought he was coming on Thursday or something like that. Anyway, the manager, completely embarrassed, this is a pretty nice restaurant, comes by and says, "I'm so sorry, but we'd like to move you to another table if you could be troubled. And we'd gladly compensate you for the cost of the meal and any other meal you'd like while you're in town." My sister and cousin were both like, "Yeah, that's cool." And I kind of played the a-hole a bit. "I'm sorry, I just don't understand. We've been here for 15 minutes. We've just ordered. Can't we finish our meal here?" Then, out of nowhere, Shawn Michaels shows up next to the manager and says, "Paul, these guys can finish. We'll be at the bar. I've got some time." And I, being a big HBK fan, said, "Oh, wow. I had no idea. Please feel free to give them the table." Shawn was grateful, shook my hand and said thanks, then gave me a card with his number on it and told me to give him a call later. After working up the nerve, I gave him a call that night, and to make a long story short, we had a glorious 11-month love affair, man on man, that I should never forget. Our bodies intertwined as one, and from the beauty of Morocco to the French Riviera to the snorkeling in the Galapagos, Shawn Michaels and I made glorious gay love to each other on 6 of the 7 continents.
What the fuck? Hang on, where is? Because I can't. I'm clicking on the story and all I can see is
Fight for wrestling.
Oh, right. Okay.
Does it end there? Is that it? They live happily ever after.
That's all I can see, but I don't. I'd say if that's true, then whatever.
Well, you're living your best life, Phil. But
Yeah,
I'm fairly sure Sean sees it another way.
Yeah, we're
I can't see it on his actual Instagram. So
no,
he's
I
either
was just
deleted
looking.
it or
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I was looking for it. I couldn't see it, but yeah. Good on you, Phil.
Thanks for sharing, mate. Thanks, I'm glad you've found fake happiness with Shawn Michaels when you're married to AJ Lee. But okay.
Also, please just go watch Rocky 3 because it's a pretty decent film.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I haven't watched Rocky 3.
But anyway, what a way to finish a SmackDown stream.
Indeed, yeah. What a way to finish a SmackDown stream. Andy, thank you for being here, mate. Obviously, yeah, we haven't done. Did you do the plugs for Andy when he came on, Sam?
We didn't yet. We haven't plugged anything yet. So
right. Okay. All right. Let's do this now before we get out of here.
We've
right.
got to do the members. We've got to do the membership thing too. All right.
Right. Okay. All right. Hang on then. Am I doing it? I'll do it. Right. Okay. Do the memberships first. Right. Hold on. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. We got the champion Hulkamaniac here. Sassy is the champion Hulkamaniac. We've got the hardcore Hulkamaniac here. Mark LFC UK is a hardcore Hulkamaniac. We've got the Hulkamaniac here. Eve Wright, Girls Wrestling, Dex Baker, ZJI, and Michael Pagnotta are all members. You can support us financially if you wish. You can offer super chats if you wish. If you decide to come back to this stream and watch it back and donate to us in any way, we'd appreciate it. It helps me pay for StreamYards and other things. When I say other things, I do not mean personal things. I mean podcast-related things. So we appreciate all of your support and those that give us what?
That's a diamonds, but I'm lying. I never
yeah. Can you imagine? So all of you that support us and give us a monthly fee, me and Anthony are planning some exclusive content. We'll get back to you on that as soon as possible. Yes, so that's that. That's the tiers. Go check those out. Once again, Hulkamaniac tier, Hardcore Hulkamaniac and Champion Hulkamaniac. They are available at our YouTube. There is a link in the description to this video which features merchandise and other things that you can buy. Other people have actually bought t-shirts from around the world, so you too could own a Give Me a Hull Yeah mug or a Give Me a Hull Yeah t-shirt or whatever you wish. Promo, plug in. What else do we need to do? What are we doing? Plug it. Let's plug Andy. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Wrestling Royalty. Let's find his YouTube channel. Let's post that in the link to the.
He hasn't blinked or taken a breath in 5 minutes.
Right. Andy Spore. I've got to always remember. Right. So Andy Spore, Wrestling Royalty. There you go. So if you guys are interested in following Andy, whether you are with us now or you come back to this afterwards, you can do so by clicking on this link. Go and support Andy Spores. Go and support Wrestling Royalty. If you type in Andrew Spores and Wrestling Royalty or just Andrew Spores, it will come up for you and you can subscribe to Wrestling Royalty. You can also support Rush on Rock, a fantastic alternative music website who do like in-depth features on wrestling and music. And you can do that here. Give me a sec.
He just wants his bed, bless him.
Mate, I'm so tired. Go and support Rush on Rock. Go and support Andy. Go and support Sam on Dexerto.
Right. I'll do me. Just you relax, Poppet. I'll do me. Right, yeah. I've already plugged the ever loving at Dexerto on the stream. I just haven't done Andy. But yeah, obviously, please go and have a little look at Deserto if you're into video games. Support Soundsphere magazine and WrestleSphere as well. And obviously, please do follow us on Twitter. Give me a whole yeah. And you want to follow if you think we're all really, really handsome because you've got eyes. Then obviously you can follow us all on Twitter and Facebook and blah. Or I don't know, it's Facebook's a personal thing. Twitter. Then instead, oh God, I'm doing what you're doing. I'm not taking a breath. Oh my God,
there you go. And crucially, if anybody comes back to this, or anybody's watching it again, the few people that are with us now, if you are also going to Los Angeles next week, we will be at WrestleMania. So if you see fine faces, say hi. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Don't try and touch us in weird places. Just come and hang out.
Because we'll get enough of that from Ant.
You get enough of that from Anthony. Just come and chill. Come say hi. We'd love to hang out. Yeah, cool. Andy, I'll see you next week, mate. I'll see you in Los Angeles. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm really excited. And Sam, I'll see you on Wednesday in a hotel in London. That sounded
good night, everybody.
That sounded weirder than I wanted it to. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Next week we'll be in LA. There will be some content streaming on the channel. We might do some exclusive in the hotel room videos. special features behind the scenes. Videos from the hotel room. We may do some. I think it's been planned. This is all sounding a bit odd. But anyway, there'll be some content over the WrestleMania period. Tune in. Thanks for watching our Smackdown stream for March 24th, 2023. I'll see you guys later. Andy will see you later. Sam will see you later.
See you in a hotel in London.
See you in a hotel in London. Andy, I'll see you at a hotel in LA.
Have you got an outro ready?
No, hang on a sec. Good call. Let's do. Shotzi was on the show, right?
He's not going to make it to bed. He's just going to fall asleep in that chair, and he's just going
to. See you later, guys. Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Banger.
Hello, this is Shotzi Blackheart, and welcome to Gimme a Whole Yeah! I hope everyone checking this out in Yorkshire and beyond is having a great day.